State Farm also offers the Pocket Agent app for smartphones and the new Drive Safe and Save discount. Visit your local State Farm Insurance and Financial Services office in Moroni. Phone 800-347-8601. That's 800-347-8601.
Terry R. Brothers in Excavating and TRB Rock Products offers aggregate products for any of your road construction needs, including road base and a selection of crushed rock products. TRB Rock Products also has landscaping products, topsoil, reject sand, and an eye-catching red landscaping rock. They also do commercial and residential construction, basements, water lines, sewer lines, septic tanks, and perk tests. Get a free estimate at 462-3954. TRB Rock Products, a proud supporter of North Sanpete Athletics.
Kickoff for the Morgan Trojans. Oh, little chip shot. They're going to try to field it, and the ball banging around the 41. Morgan saying they've got it on the kind of chip up over the top, and Morgan recovers the onside kick or upside kick, and it looked pretty intentional on that one.
I think it was. You know, he really took some long strides, and you thought he was going to really kick that ball, and he really got on the very bottom of it and just popped it straight up in the air. A great play by the Morgan Trojans, and caught North Sanpete. Boy, this is with the opening kickoff, and then the kick return right here has caught North Sanpete off guard.
Ball on the far side, wide side is left in a typical very tight formation. Handoff, tailback 42, spins around to about the 39-yard line. Isn't it interesting how the philosophies of onside kicks have changed over the years? I remember the time when you'd kick it as hard as you could, hope it hits a front lineman, and then you'd recover it. Now it's kind of the thought of dropping it in the little pocket and then hoping you get down and cover it up.
A little more finesse than that old brutal way of kicking off a guy's chest and have it bounce back to you.
39-yard line after a pickup of almost 3, 2nd down and 7 for Morgan, still wide left. They go right to left here, south to north. And they'll have the shotgun set, double wing, and they'll hand it on the wing counter, getting that leading block out into the secondary to the 20-yard line, and cuts back inside, finally taken down at the 10-yard line. Again, it's going to be the Spencer show today. You got the Spencers on both sides.
Both sides of the ball, and Landon Glasgow was the one that stopped Spencer from getting in the end zone, Spencer Larson, that is.
And that is, again, Glasgow coming over, making touchdown saving tackle on the run to the 10-yard line. So 1st and goal just inside the 10-yard line on that about 29, 30-yard rush. And they try to pop it to the right side. Oh, we talked about that pulling lineman, and you're going to see that as a critical thing here today in this ball game. Hand off, little countering thing, and you got to make your reads. And that was a good slide down to make the tackle, or else that one was going to be close to a touchdown.
Austin Franson on the carry that time for the Morgan Trojans, and you know, he's a load out there as well. Austin, you know, is a big, strong young man. They don't list his weight, but he's got to be around 200 pounds.
2nd down and goal, 7.5-yard line. A lot of time here in a shoe tying situation for the Morgan Trojans. Got to deal with the play clock situation. They're still on the right hash. They've been there. Everything's been right-handed so far in their offense. They'll bring the little motion, and then they'll try to trap it back left side, and there you go. And they get the touchdown. Good for the 7-yard TD run. Crack that one in.
Conley Brescher's right there. They run a little crossbuck action in the backfield. Started the flow to the right, came back to the left with the counter, and he got into the end zone.
So that touchdown coming up here at the 10-15 mark for Brasher on the 7-yard run. Point after. They'll look like you're going to go for one. Let's see if they pull it up. Flag and a whistle before they get to kick off. Early in the ball game, and Morgan has come to play some offense today, that's for sure. Big kick return, and then they pick up the onside kick. A false start, so that'll move this back. But this kicker's got some pretty good range. You just got to have a good hold. Good snap and hold. Snap and then the hold the last time kind of messed things up on the timing. He's a straight-on kicker. And again, the snap's back, but he takes his time this time and puts it through to make it 13-0. Morgan leading the North Sanpete Hawks back with the kick in 1 minute.
Have you heard? Central Valley Medical Center is now providing orthopedic surgery. That's right, Dr. Joel Holman is a full-time orthopedic surgeon practicing in Nephi. You no longer need to drive to the Wasatch Front for hip replacement, knee replacement, fracture care, hand surgery, and general orthopedic care. Dr. Holman completed a residency in general orthopedics and a fellowship in hand surgery at the U of U and sees patients in the Nephi Medical Clinic inside Central Valley Medical Center. Call 435-623-3633, 623-3633.
The mayor, city council, and residents in the cities of Mount Pleasant, Fairview, and Moroni wish the North Sanpete Hawks the best of luck this season. The entire community is proud to support North Sanpete High School in preparing the future leaders of Sanpete County. They're committed to ensuring that area youth are provided the best opportunities to learn the important lessons of life through academics and athletic competition. Good luck to the players, coaches, faculty, staff, and student body from the cities of Fairview, Moroni, and Mount Pleasant.
13-0, Morgan the lead. Morgan to kick off, and we've got a flag.
We've already got a flag here.
Okay. Something wrong in the formation for Morgan. So they'll move him back. And maybe they're as puzzled as we are. Don't know. They kind of stack on the, they stack everybody on the outside. So you've got both of the outside tracks there, which I kind of like, by the way, because it makes a hard read on which one are going to split and go which way. Anyway, marked them off 5. They'll kick from the 35-yard line now. Approach and the boot. Deep, fielded, inside the 10. 20, up the seam, 25, down to about the 26-yard line. And that's where the North Sanpete Hawks will take over. And basically, they haven't touched the ball offensively. They already trail by a couple of touchdowns. So they got to get, you got to establish something. You don't want to be in panic mode and try to do too much too quick, Robert.
And they definitely don't. There's no 14-point plays out there on this football field. You know, you come in sevens and with a touchdown and an extra point, 6s all the time. So they've got to get back in this ball game one play at a time.
From the shotgun, quarterback on the keep. Lee goes to the left-hand side. Gets enough blocking to get it to the 30-yard line. So a good stretch of a 3 on the first down call for Lee, and that will bring up, they're sure liking that far side hash mark so far in this ball game. And that's where they'll set their wide side of the field to be to the right here. Coming up on our post-game show, we'll be naming our Sanpete Valley Conoco Defensive Player of the Game, and that player will get a daily special. And a Cavalier Pizza Offensive Player of the Game. Broadcast today, simulcasting Centricom and KMTI. Shotgun, get it right up the dive middle, not much there. The blocking just didn't open up. And Applegarth was making a read. He was trying to find the best hole. You know, very good at that with his feet.
There wasn't really a hole. North Sanpete did penetrate that defensive line. You didn't see any of the Morgan Trojans in North Sanpete's backfield, but there just wasn't any gaps in there at all. There's no running room for Applegarth. He doesn't take a big hole, but he does need a little bit of start.
So 3rd and 6 after his 1-yard pickup. Again, shotgun double wides right, single to the left. Applegarth and Lee. Low snap picked up by Lee. Going to throw it to the outside and then caught, and then the defender gets right in on it. After pickup of 3, it'll bring up a 4th down call after the 3-yard pass completion out to the left side. And
you know, Ian Mortensen there on the coverage for the Morgan Trojans, and boy, he closed really fast. The ball was slow getting to the intended receiver, and Mortensen really laid a hit on.
Well, and the receiver had to go up high, so by the time he got down, there was no way he had a chance to turn and go anywhere with it. So on a punt situation, North Sanpete high, and it takes a bounce for Morgan, and they gained about 8 yards on that. And North Sanpete really didn't corral that. They had people to each side. They didn't have anybody between the ball and the goal line. You'd like to have 3 people kind of picket fence around that. That thing took a bounce back off in the kick, and Morgan will have excellent field position at the 43-yard line.
You know, North Sanpete really has a challenge here defensively to shut down this Morgan offense, and it is going to be a run. You know, about 8 times out of 10, it's going to be a run.
Real stack up on the line for the Hawks, and the handoff comes into the midst of all of that mess, and it's going to be a loss of a couple of yards. Hawks figured right there they're going to play a little risk on that one and really hammer into the box, and it worked out for them well that time. They clogged it up, loss of 2 yards. Bring up second down.
Great job defensively that time for the Hawks, and their defensive linemen were right there for a great tackle for a loss.
Handoff, right-hand side, cut back up into the green, out to the 45 and near the 48-yard line. When they run some of that lateral, it gives the running back a chance to kind of look and read and find the best place to go, and he gets a good 7-yard gain there.
That was Francis on the gain for the Morgan Trojans, and he's a strong runner, and he's a load over there, and he got a full head of steam up, and he was tough to bring down.
So a chance on a third down conversion scenario here, 3rd and 5. Low snap handed to Spencer Larson, not going anywhere. Got maybe a yard. Backside pursuit caught up to him, brought him down.
They did a great job along the line of scrimmage right there, and Hadley scraping down did a good job of getting in there and assisting on that tackle.
So it brings up a 4th down and a punt situation now for the Morgan Trojans with the ball at the 49-yard line. Hawks trying to figure out who's supposed to be on the field here for this one. Now they get the punt return on, and they brought Applegarth out. He's not in there on the return. And then a flag comes in here. Let's see what they're counting numbers, and it's going to be against Morgan. That'll back them up. 5 yards can be a lot of field position scenario right here.
Applegarth goes back out there. They had dropped Zach Lee back as a return man, but Applegarth and Glasgow are the 2 return men.
Now again, a punt situation. Snap, slide right-hand side. Rugby kick this thing out to the right sideline. It's going to be outside the 25 somewhere.
Going to be
maybe even out to the
oh my gosh,
almost to the, still going 40-yard line.
Wow,
not much net gain there. I mean, it was the right idea. He just got it too far out to the right, and so after the short punt, North Sanpete, now you've got decent field position. You got to get the offense untracked.
They've been very conservative so far, Larry, on offense, and they might open this up a little bit right here, but you can't try to get it all back in one play. You've got to sustain the offense.
So 1st and 10 from the 40. Fullback down, tailback, it's an eye set, handoff to the tailback, looking for the read. Applegarth finally slices back into the middle to get a couple of yards the hard way for him.
They were the hard way, Larry. He started to his right and just could not see a hole, and then just cut it back hard to the left and picks up very few yards. He gets 2 is all.
He had to play mole there and get burrowed down. 2nd down and 8 at the 42. Coming up, our halftime show will be presented by New Charter University. We'll have a look at our quick hits, the 3 R's, the review, the recap, and the rehash on the halftime show. 2nd down, right between the hashes, so balanced field. Wide receivers, dual left, single right. Pocket, time, go on a throw, incomplete. Had both hands on it, but could not quite haul it in there.
I think Trent Seeley, the intended receiver on that pass, and boy, that's the one where it was tipped. Oh boy, that goes over his head. There is a defender right there.
So an incompletion on that one, and it brings up a 3rd down. In between the hashes, so go trips to the right-hand side. 1 wide out left, single running back. Lee going to look to the outside. He'll make the toss there to Glasgow, and he's got the 1st down.
I believe that's Seeley right there on the reception, and it's just kind of a wide receiver screen there. Threw it to Seeley. He let his teammates block, and he found enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, when he turns his back, I can see the 8 from the front. It looked like a 4, so it is to Trent Seeley. And a nice pass completion there. Nice play design on that one for the 1st down. So they get to the 47-yard line of the Morgan Trojans. Wide side is to the left. Quarterback under center. Pass out to the left-hand flat. Got it complete. Trying to work to the outside is Hadley. Hadley gets a pickup of almost 5. Yeah, you run that a couple of times, and you can do a pump and go.
And you got to complete it a few times to get that respect out of that defensive team. But Hadley made a very nice catch and a run after the catch for a good solid 5 yards.
So they got that 5-yard gain on that one to make it 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line. Attacking through the airwaves right now. Oh, ball bobbled into the air. Quarterback retrieves it and gets back to the line of scrimmage. Actually, he was lifting his eyes before he got that secured, and it was right at his face mask. It popped into the air. He grabbed it, gets to the line of scrimmage, so salvages the possession there, but almost turned that over.
Really, Zach Lee had to show all his athleticism right there to maintain possession of that football. Brings up a big 3rd down for the Hawks.
Another one for North Sanpete as they converted one. Looking to throw, looking to the outside right, and incomplete. They're going to say North Sanpete looking for pass interference. Oh, I think he got bumped before the ball got there, but we're going to see.
Defender got there a little bit early, I think, and he played right through the intended receiver, which should be pass interference. You can't go through an offensive player to get to the ball.
Yeah. No call. So it'll bring up a 4th down, and at the ball at the 42-yard line. Taylor Lee will come in on this 4th down call. A couple of things have not worked North Sanpete's way here with the flags. Back of them. Oh, and then they went long count, 2 wide receivers moved. Now, coach has got a different dimension to deal with here. Going to be 4th and longer, and they're going to send on the punt team. Got to know your count. If anything, delay yourself for a second or two. So 4th down punt situation now for the North Sanpete Hawks. Play field position game here now. Try to pin Morgan deep. 4:02 remaining first period. 13-0, Morgan leading. Scored early. Punt, high, short one. Get your coverage people down. Going to take a nice bounce inside the 15 to about the 12-yard line, and that's where it'll go down. So Morgan will take over at the 12-yard line, 1st and 10 here in this first quarter of action after that punt by the North Sanpete Hawks. And it'll be near side, so wide side of the field for Morgan here on their 3rd possession. If you want to call that a kick return, I guess possession too. That would have been their 4th one. So Morgan deep here at their own 12-yard line. But they have been able to run the ball pretty successfully. Little shift in the defensive line. Pitch comes to the outside. Linebacker and turn in the corner. And here comes the late flag. I was about to give up on that stuff. I'm telling you, Robert. About to say, where are those things? They got stuck with super glue. Really late flag, but it did finally come in.
It
14-yard line.
Looked fairly obvious all the way from our vantage point.
Sometimes the referee waits on another ref to see if they've seen it.
And that's wise if they're going to throw it rather than.
It was almost a double hold on the outside on that. And it occurred just about a yard upfield from the start of the play. Spotted foul at about 13.5, 14-yard line.
Well, is he going to go over to the flag and then march it off, I think?
Do it from there, I guess. Just look over at the hashes. They're well painted here. He goes down and out pattern, the referee does. And puts the ball at the 6.5-yard line. That's where it'll be now at the 6.5 for the Morgan Trojans. So round up, and we'll say at the 7. Wide side of the field to left for Morgan on 1st down and almost 15. They'll bring motion right to left. Quarterback in the pocket, looking to the outside. Too high and incomplete.
It was a forward pass. If not, Hadley would have been scrambling for that ball in the end zone. It would have been a way for the Hawks to get back in this football game. But, hey, they're playing very respectable defensively right here, and they need to take advantage of this field position and shut the Morgan Trojans down as it's going to be 2nd and long right here. If they can come up with a couple of defensive stops, they're going to get good field position.
Keep things in front of your linebackers. Probably drop them a step or a half step off the line if they're not going to be on a hard pursuit. And they try to run drop play, and that didn't fool anybody. And that's why I think you leave a linebacker in a read position, because if your defensive lineman make a mistake, then he can clean up the mess. Didn't have to there, though, because the D-line did the job.
D-line did an excellent job, and once again, a tackle right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that play for the Trojans, but a fine defensive stop by the Hawks.
3:17 remaining. 13-0, Morgan with the lead. We're in the first quarter. And a third down and long for the Morgan Trojans inside the 5-yard line. And they'll roll the quarterback out, going to throw to the sideline, and just threw it away.
Well, he had to put every effort in to just get rid of that ball and not take a sack, because that would have been a safety.
He had fire breathing down his neck there from the North Sanpete Hawks. So that will bring up a punt situation for Morgan. So the defense did the job. Get to play the field position game now. Don't mishandle the special team situation here if you're North Sanpete. You're going to have a good opportunity for something on a punt return. Punter he'll pretty much have his normal distance. He's a couple of yards in front of the end line. So it's not like he's having to chop down his distance there. Gets the punt, comes out to the right-hand side, and it takes a bounce on the sideline, and then goes, staying to play the field, and then it takes a couple of yard bounce. So North Sanpete's going to take over about the 41.5-yard line. Excellent field position. They started their last drive at their own 40. This one they'll be at the Morgan 43-yard line. Excellent opportunity here at the 2:49 mark in this first period. Coming up on our halftime show, we'll take a look at our new Charter University stats for you at halftime. Post-game, Cavalier Pete's Offensive Player of the Game for the North Sanpete Hawks, and that player will get the 8-inch personal pan pizza and drink. Open Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Cavalier Pizza snapped in the shotgun, looking to the right-hand side. Complete, down low, picked up. Pickup of about 3.5-4 yards on the pass to Jake Hadley, who almost had to play short. No, it's not Hadley. That went to Atkinson, I guess, is it? Yeah,
Waylon Atkinson right there for a nice catch, right down around the shoe tops. If he gets that right on the numbers, he probably gets a first down out of that first pass right there. But he had to go so low to catch that football that he did a good job of getting 4 yards out of that play.
Penalty against Morgan, contact to the head. So the play stands, and then tack on a penalty from the 39. So a big break here for North Sanpete. Need to get points. You climb yourself right back this thing after you gave up points early on. Kick return for a touchdown on a questionable one there on a missed penalty, and that went for 6, and then they scored at the 10-15 mark. Morgan did go up 13-0. Now North Sanpete has the lead here. Has the deficit, but they've got the ball, and the handoff up the right-hand side, faked, and then to the outside. Lee turns it at the 10, still working inside. Oh! A touchdown. That was hard work right there.
Oh my gosh, he bounced off. He was tackled probably 4 different times, Larry, and he would not go down. He refused to go to the ground. He had to straddle the sideline, but kept his foot in bounds and worked his way into the end zone. Just a fantastic effort by Zach Lee.
39-yard touchdown run for Lee. They used very wisely right there. Applegarth is a decoy, although Applegarth had not been able to find a hole. Faked that to him, quarterback bootleg right-hand side. In the last 10 yards, he did some smooth customer relations to get that one into the end zone. And the kick is up, and it's good. So we are at 13-7. Morgan, North Sanpete battling here. Back with the kickoff in a minute.
MKJ Construction has been serving Central Utah and the surrounding area for over 30 years. Whether you have a project as large as a new road or water line or as intricate as a decorative landscape feature, we have the experience and equipment to complete any size project. We also deliver sand, gravel, road base, topsoil, and landscaping boulders. Call MKJ Construction at 427-9299, 427-9299, and see what we can do for you.
When you're looking for the most exceptional value in an ATV side-by-side, look no further than your local Kimco dealer, Skyline Motorsports. John Lee and his crew at Skyline Motorsports know the area and the people living here and want to remain friends long after the deal is done. Plus, you don't want to spend another winter shoveling snow, do you? All Kimco side-by-sides can be fit with a snowplow. And Skyline Motorsports is your headquarters for small engine repair, ATVs, chainsaws, snowblowers, lawnmowers. Hey, if it's got a small engine, LeVar can fix it. Check it all out at Skyline Motorsports, south of Fairview on Highway 89.
Ready to kick it off for the North Sanpete Hawks. Nice drive. It was a two-play drive. They took advantage of the excellent field position. And a kickoff line driver. Going to come down, bouncing around still at the 1 yard line. They won't be able to reverse this time. And finally, Lee is brought down inside the 20-yard line on that. That's actually Larson on the return. And so now it's time for the North Sanpete defense to step up here.
You know, they really do, and they have the last two possessions. They've done a great job of stopping the Morgan Trojans, and Larson looked like he might get away on this last return, but nothing like the first time.
Referee stop and play here for a second as Morgan comes to the line. Got an equipment situation for one of the North Sanpete Hawks, and he's going to have to come out
Seeley
for the
it
ball
is,
game.
isn't it? Seeley's got something wrong with his equipment.
They didn't like his
It brings
helmet or whatever.
Zach Lee in to replace Seeley. After that touchdown run, he might need a little oxygen.
They'll come in and play that backer spot. Knows the blitz call. Here comes the handoff, left-hand side. Pickup of maybe 3 before it collapses down. And again, Morgan always pulling an offensive lineman to hammer on you. So the pickup of almost 3 there for the Morgan Trojans. After the run from the 18 out to the 21. Ball right between the hashes here at Southern Utah University on Centricom and KMTI. Robert Anderson, Larry Masco with you. Shotgun, shotgun set, breaking into the secondary. There's a power back, and he's got the first down. Wyatt Ekblad, senior fullback for Morgan, gets the first down on a power run.
He looked like a Clydesdale out there.
He did,
big, strong. He was rumbling and stumbling and picked up a first down for the Trojans, but that young man is a load.
10-yard gain for him for that first down. 1st and 10. And I thought I heard whistles, but apparently not. Play goes out to the right-hand side. Never developed. Again, you had a pulling lineman. But North Sanpete, what they did is they did not engage the lineman. They stayed off of him enough that they didn't get knocked out of the play, and then they could read and react.
Spencer Larson had his mind made up that he was going to get to that outside, and Sanpete did a fantastic job of just stringing that play out, letting their buddies help him. He didn't gain a yard on that, but he run about 20.
Yeah. 2nd down and 10 at the 31. We're in the final minute of this first period of play. 13-7, Morgan leading in the pocket. Got some pressure, a lot of pressure. Down he goes. Oh, the Hawks had him corralled, and he's down at the 24-yard line. It broke down before he even had a chance to plant and go.
That was Tyler Jesse right there, 6'3", 220-pound senior defensive lineman, and he got in and put the hurt on the Morgan quarterback. Great job by Tyler Jesse.
Brings up 3rd down here for the Trojans at the 24-yard line after the loss of 7. So big, long 3rd down for him. This is where you're North Sanpete. You keep players in front of you now. Keep everything in front of you. And Morgan taking a lot of time right now. Maybe they're going to burn the clock and change ends of the field here. That is the end of the first quarter play. Morgan 13, North Sanpete 7. The end of a period. We'll be back in 1 minute.
At Cache Valley Bank, we have an app for that. Hi, this is Shayna, and our new Cache Valley Bank app will let you view your accounts on the go. You'll also be able to search for branches or ATMs near you, transfer funds, view recent activity, and deposit checks, all with a touch of a button. And our checking accounts offer free debit cards, lower rates than our competitors, and no minimum balance. So when you check your balance on that new Cache Valley Bank app, all you'll see is green. Stop by today and meet our friendly staff in Ephraim, Mount Pleasant, and Fairview. Cache Valley Bank, a tradition of helping, member FDIC.
Want to make your HD TV even better? Centricom has the HD channels you want. Our HD DVR gives you total control of your experience. And we're always adding new channels to serve you better. Why settle for less? Get our full HD lineup, now with over 61 HD channels. Call or visit us online and get the best HD experience from Centricom.
We're back here now to start second quarter action. Switch fields left to right. Morgan, that is from the north to the south. With a 3rd and a long for the Morgan Trojans right between the hashes. And it's a quarterback rolling and looking for the screen pass. Has it complete to the outside. But North Sanpete's got some field people, and they make the tackle after a whole net gain of 1 yard. And it's head-hunting time right now for this North Sanpete defense.
Well, that was a fantastic job by the defense as they scrambled. Well, the quarterback did an excellent job of getting out of an opportunity for a sack for the Sanpete defense. And Sanpete once again strung the play out to where their buddies could come in and help them, and just a 1-yard gain. And it looked like there was going to be all kinds of yards there, but fine defense by the Hawks.
So another punt situation for the Morgan Trojans. Runs right. Kicked it out of bounds one time, and looking at it, North Sanpete not let it go. And I like the adjustment there, because it was sure tempting, I know, for Applegart to want to field that. And coaches might have helped him out too, but I think they said, back off of it. It's enough towards the sideline. We'll let it have the 3 or 4 yards. Let's not try to take a run on something. If he could have fielded it, it'd been risky, but he would have had some room in front of him. So
he did a nice job of getting out of the way. That football takes crazy bounces. It could have hit him, and he not been able to field the ball. Morgan could have come down and fielded the ball, and then it would have been their possession. So Applegarth very wise in getting out of the way of the football.
Wide side of the right from their own 38-yard line for the Hawks. In the shotgun, got some time, got time, looking to the outside, could be picked. You got to get that out there a lot quicker. And if you're the receiver, you've got to box out.
Well, and you've got to come back to the football as long as that play took place. If you'll come back to the football 10 yards, it shortens the throw for your quarterback. The quarterback's really got to have a rifle to get that out there. That ball had way too much air underneath it. Sanpete is very lucky that ball wasn't intercepted for a pick 6.
First down goes second down, doesn't it? Or we got
they're backing up. There's got to be a hold right here.
Oh, hold on North Sanpete. So that's really going to mark them back. That will give them a 1st and 20 as they go clear back to the 23-yard line. We run that replay here in just a second. Barrett, load that thing up on that touchdown run. Yep, they're ready to go here now. So I'll try to get that exactly when I watch some spots here for you. So from the 23-yard line, they've got to get to the 48. That was a big mark off. Looking to throw, going to run to the right-hand side. Lee's got some options. Going to throw it up the field. It's a wobbly duck and incomplete. You got to plant and throw that one. He's lucky that was not intercepted.
Boy, that didn't get within 20 yards of the intended receiver. The intended receiver, I didn't pick up a number there, but he had everybody beat by 20 yards. But Lee just didn't have enough arm to get that football downfield.
And he really had some room. He just did not know it. He could have really just planted and then thrown. He tried to kind of throw it on the run. So it'll bring up a second down for the Hawks. Dodged a couple of bullets here on possible PIs.
You've really got to get the weight on that back foot to throw that one. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, the only guy I knew that John Elway that could do that without planting the feet. But that guy could throw from 450 yards on a baseball and hit home plate, too. So that's a rare breed to come through that way. Mark-off against Morgan here on a 5-yarder. That's going to help a little for North Sanpete to put the ball out to the 28-yard line. So the 28-yard line now for the Hawks. Really started this drive at the 38, then backed up.
Well, that was a huge holding call. It cost him more than 20 yards on a holding call.
Yeah. Shotgun set. Applegarth behind. Motion from right to left. Clear that to the left-hand side. Quarterback to the roll. Looking back to the backside. Going to have to tuck it and run himself. Dumps it out to the short receiver to the 30-yard line. And they'll get near the original line of scrimmage. So not bad to get some yardage out of that one to Waylon Atkinson. Then we've got a flag again down here.
They're back in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Illegal receiver downfield because the play took so long developing.
Yeah.
Your lineman feels like, gosh, he's got to get down and block somebody, and it just took too long.
Oh, it's up and back and up and back with the penalty calls. And a discussion going on amongst the referees here. Now they got a decision made, I guess. Now the ineligible downfield. They declined the penalty, so Morgan declines it. And that will bring up a third and long.
They've got to move the ball forward, don't they?
It's third and...
If they decline the penalty.
That's the original line of scrimmage there, isn't it? Before that last play.
Well, they got near the original line of scrimmage on that last play. They got up within the 37-yard line.
That's true. Yeah. Well, go back and look at that one on video.
There, you know.
There's a timeout taken here. In college, coach would have called a timeout to appeal this thing. A delay a game. False start. Boy, it's getting ugly right now, folks.
Boy.
Everything's falling apart at the seams here. At the
Coach Fell
23.
is wondering why we got the ball, you know, to the 37-yard line.
And
they declined the penalty.
Statistician's nightmare now. Glad I got somebody else keeping some stats today. They can figure that one out. From the 23, third down and long. Let's put it that way. They've got to get almost to midfield here for a first down. Trailing by touchdown. 13-7 at the 10:40 mark. Second quarter. Lee, pocket. Still got some time. Looking up to the field. And he tries to reverse. I don't know why he tried to back out again. Just head to the sideline, try to get something out of it. He's going to go down for a loss of about 4 or 5. Good coverage in the secondary. He really has had time. That is the one thing.
He's had a lot of time, but he can't pick up a receiver that he wants to throw to. Coach Felt not really happy right there. You've got to get rid of the ball quick. You've got to have that clock. You know, you get around 3-4 seconds, that ball's got to be out of your hand.
Your wide receivers can only improvise for so long, but he may not. I can't see deep. Here's the punt, line drive punt, and fielded. Larson at the 45, and he'll go down at the 46. So good coverage for North Sanpete. The receivers, when your quarterback's having to hold the ball long, you have got to make a plant, and then you've got to get up the field towards him. Real hard and fast.
Hadley and Seeley was the two men down making that tackle, and Zach Lee's just got to get a target a little bit quicker and get rid of that ball.
Well, for Morgan, they've got 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. Their first possession here in this second quarter of play. They run a lot of that tight formation, double wing. They'll run it on the wing right to the left. Cuts up the field. It will be the carry by Breschers, who scored on a play similar to that earlier. Gets about a 3-yard gain there.
You know, he really ran hard and low to the ground right there. Taylor Lee on the stop for the Hawks. But, you know, Morgan's got some big kids. Big running backs. They're big, strong, thick kids.
Second down, 7. Big play defensively here for North Sanpete. You want to force Morgan into a 3rd and long. And they'll run Breschers again, and same effect. He gets about 4 yards this time from right to left as he gets it to the 45-yard line. It'll give him a 3rd and short. After the pickup of 5 on that one. It's at ball at the left hash now on the 3rd and 3. About 60 yards in net rushing for Morgan. In this quarter plus a few minutes, 8:50, second period. They'll try the Larson run around from right to left.
He didn't get it.
I don't know whether the referee, this one on this near side's marking him more favorable than the one on the far side. Let's see where he moved back now.
He moved back a whole yard.
Yeah, he did a side straddle hop, and so it's a pickup to the 44, 3rd and a yard. Let's see what Morgan, or 4th and a yard. 4th and a yard.
4th and a yard is right. Larry, you know, they're going to go for it right here. They've got a big, strong line and big kids.
From the left hash, loaded. They pull linemen right to left, run to the left-hand side, and stacked up. It is going to be close. It's going to depend on the spot of the ball. Here's what it's going to depend on.
You know, this official on this side's got it about, 6-8 inches short, I think. Let's see how close we are.
It's short of the hash mark. It's going to be inches short of the way I'm seeing it here. The referees will take a timeout. I'm going to tell you about coming up on our post-game. Cavalier Pete's Offensive Player of the Game. Schedule a party or company meeting. The new party room call at 462-3388. And the Sanpete Valley Conoco Defensive Player of the Game. We'll get a daily special. Stop in for the refreshing frazzle or top-notch jerky. Sanpete Valley Conoco. So here's the measurement, and I would think it's about 2-3 inches short if those marks out there are accurate, and it is.
Oh, they give it to him.
Wow. Okay.
We had big Tyler Jesse in her way right there, and I thought they had to get it over the yard mark, the hash mark.
Because it is across the way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
it was close. It was close.
So they get the first down on a 4th down call. Barrett could do a whole highlight film here on questionable calls. Pass over the middle, incomplete. That was a chance to be picked off if North Sanpete defender could have got his back turned. So an incompletion on the first down call.
A couple of North Sanpete players really close there to sacking the quarterback once again. I think you're looking at Tyler Jesse was just a fingernail away from getting a sack.
2nd down. Interesting that Morgan would go on a pass that was kind of trying to catch North Sanpete. They went to go to the middle of the field. They thought they could maybe open it up, usually to your tight end. Make the shovel pitch to the outside, and Larson, greetings. Hey, welcome to our party here at North Sanpete for a loss of 3, Mr. Larson.
Well, they did a great job of shutting down the outside and forcing Larson back to the inside. And as he was forced back inside, he met a whole host of Hawks. Boy, the flock came out to make a gang tackle. It was awesome.
So that is a loss of 3, brings up a 3rd down at the 45.5-yard line for the Morgan Trojans. We're in the second quarter, 7:16 on the clock, 13-7. Morgan leading the North Sanpete Hawks. Morgan with a 3rd and 13 at the 46. Reverse it and snuffed out and ain't going nowhere. Trent Seeley, a big defensive play right there for the North Sanpete Hawks.
Hey, Seeley does an excellent job. He's not one of your biggest players on the field, but he is a tough young man and comes up with big tackle after big tackle.
Well, loss of almost a yard, a 4th down situation now for the Morgan Trojans. Hawks were impressive in that defensive set.
They were. You know, the Trojans really went away from the straight vanilla, and they tried to jazz it up so much it hurt them.
Punt situation. Punter's only about 9 yards off. Steps into the middle.
Comes a run.
Point, and they'll try to get to the outside, and not going to go. Whoa, the defensive jam across the way. Was that Holden Atkinson?
I would imagine that was Hadley.
Hadley, yeah.
Hadley's the man on that side. He is another terrific young man.
Comes up and makes the big play. He had to fight off a block out there. And first contact
was
made
Lee.
by Taylor Lee.
Taylor Lee.
It's Taylor Lee. Thanks, Barrett, for running that through again. And Hadley, there's a safety valve. And so they turn it over on downs as they gained just a couple on a 4th down situation. That was a long way to go on a
That's a long way
punt.
to go. I mean, you're 13 yards on a fake punt from your own about 50-yard line. Not a good place to gamble.
Handoff here for the North Sanpete Hawks. And what did I say about where the punter was standing?
Oh, he was very short.
9
He
yards.
gave it away.
He gave it away. 9 yards off. Read that quickly on the sideline or a coach's booth, and you holler out to him, watch for the fake. Well, a 2-yard gain here on the first down play. Started at the 43, 2 yards there on this start to the North Sanpete Hawk drive, and they'll have the ball at the 45-yard line. Wide side is to the left. Double wide outs to come there. Important play here. We had an important one on a 2nd down a while ago for Morgan. Important one here, and it's Lee on the keeper, quarterback right-hand side, maybe 2 yards, and they'll fold him up. Almost a 3-yard gain for him. It's going to bring up a 3rd and long 5 for North Sanpete. North Sanpete's got about 46 yards in rushing. Got to get that up a little bit. The way they've been playing defensively, that offensive line's got to start doing a little bit of that too.
You know, they've got to start getting some deep penetration into the backfield of the Morgan Trojans and give those running backs some room to run. But you have to credit the tough defense from the Trojans of slowing down the offense for the Hawks.
3rd down, 5. Pitch. Try to get some blocking out in front. Have to turn the corner, not going anywhere. Going to be a loss of a couple. Good pursuit in there, including from Conley. Well, number 8. I don't have a number.
There's not a number 8 on our thing.
roster.
I don't know if it's Jacob Stevens. I'm not sure right there.
We've got another roster for Morgan somewhere if I dig that out of the pile. Anyway, brings up 4th down after the loss of a yard.
I don't think North Sanpete's going to gamble here with a fake punt.
4th down and almost 6. Takes the time, gets a good toe into it. Let your coverage get down and try to work on Larson. Don't let Larson get to the sideline. Here comes a flag flying. There's going to be a holding call. And that's way upfield, too.
Well,
Morgan.
Even the first guy down for the Hawks was right there, and they were trying to block him, and I don't know that they got a good angle on him and perhaps held him up.
What number were we worrying about? Number for
it was number 8.
Number 8 for Morgan, and that is a Cody Stokes, I guess, apparently. Okay. They got a bunch of them without numbers on them, so it's a little hard to get a read here. After the penalty, Markoff, the ball will be inside the 20-yard line. And that's where Morgan will go with it, a 1st and 10. About the 15, right on the inside side of the 15-yard line for the Morgan Trojans. We got a battle going on here, 13-7. Morgan leading North Sanpete. Morgan scored twice real early. They have not been able to score since. Shotgun, double wing, handed off wing, right hand to left-hand side, runs into his own man, and then get out of one tackle, but then recovering again for North Sanpete, stepping in there. Isaac Peterson, I think, one of them that kind of got some pursuit for the Hawks, so it's a pickup of maybe 1 yard on the Morgan Trojans. That'll bring up 2nd down and 9 at the 16-yard line.
Taylor Lee in there again, coming up from his defensive back position. Getting you to tell him by those bright shoes that he's got on.
Safety man.
Safety man. Got Superman shoes.
2nd down. Looking, some pursuit in the backfield. They're going to go throw long sideline. Got to get there, make the tackle. They've got it to Larson. Larson is a speed runner. He's gone. He just runs away from him. Don't drop your man. What do we say about keeping everything in front of you? And here comes Morgan striking. What did we say on the pregame about big plays?
Big plays.
Big plays. There's another one. Covers 84 yards on that pass.
You just got to break down and tackle on that, darn it.
Yeah. You're not going to catch him. He's got too much speed.
He's got great speed.
So 80. Well, their drive started at the 15. They got 1 yard on a rush, and then the 84-yard pass completion for the touchdown to Larson. Get the ball in his hands one way or another, and they did there. Extra point attempt. Well, we got a timeout here. They're going to think this over and see if they want to go for 2. We'll take a 30-second break, 30-second timeout.
Terrell Thriftway in Mount Pleasant is always working hard to be your neighborhood grocer. And with items like their famous ugly steaks, I mean, how can something so ugly going on the grill taste so good coming off? And their homemade salsa and cowboy caviar are a hit anywhere they're served. And in the bakery, you'll find Terrell's own roll and scone dough that will brighten up any get-together. Plus, Terrell's prides itself on its produce department, where the finest and fresh produce at great prices can always be found. Drop in today for the best in prices and friendly service. Your neighborhood grocer, Terrell Thriftway in Mount Pleasant.
Second quarter action here, and 85-yard touchdown pass for Morgan. Put their 19th point on the board. Yeah, kind of a broken play. The Hawks had some pressure coming through, did not make the tackle on, didn't break the tackle on the quarterback. He flushes it out the left-hand side. Get it in the hands of Larson, and he's gone. And I think he was kind of the safety valve receiver out there. I'm not sure he was the primary one in that play design, but when your quarterback's got somebody like him he can dump it off to, work for big time.
You know, he's got to be their main man running or passing. He's their fastest player on the field. Big, strong.
They'll make a pitch to the outside. North Sanpete trying to string it out, and it's not going anywhere. And the running back there, he really just needed, at that time, Larson, and we're going to have a personal foul call, I think. But Larson was the one on the run. He just never had a chance to turn it and go anywhere, as North Sanpete strung it out to the sideline pretty well. Referees discussing amongst themselves here what to do. As Morgan was going for 2, trying to put up the 21 points on the board. It's a dead ball foul. On the kickoff, yeah, that's what I thought. So our score is going to stand 19-7. Back in a minute.
Are you looking for comfort, quality, and reliability with your furniture, appliances, or electronics? That's exactly what you find at Beck's Home Furnishings in Mount Pleasant. Choose from a variety of Ashley furniture, Whirlpool and Maytag appliances, and quality electronics. So whether you're looking for a good night's sleep, relaxing in your favorite chair, having a pleasant family dinner, or getting the chores done, Beck's can help. Plus, Beck's has outstanding prices and special sales every week. Visit them today at 14 West Main in Mount Pleasant or online at shopbecks.com.
The medical care you receive shouldn't depend on where you live. People in rural towns should receive the same high-quality medicine as those in the big cities. You can rest assured that Sanpete Valley Hospital provides their patients with the same high-quality care and advanced technology you'd receive if you drove to the city. They provide many of the same services a large city hospital does, and they do it well, with a personal, hometown touch. Intermountain Sanpete Valley Hospital, healing for life.
Score is 19-7 with 3:16 remaining in the second quarter. Morgan scoring again, long play. They've had two big long ones. And then here's a low kick that is going to be fielded inside the 10. Looking for some room, and Hadley will get out to about the 17 or 18 yard line. So Morgan, instead of putting that in the end zone, comes low with it. Trying to pin North Sanpete back inside the 20, and they succeeded at it, really.
You know, it's really a very well executed kickoff, you know, with that personal foul to end that last play. You know, North Sanpete did well getting back to where they were, but it was a hard line drive kick, and they're very fortunate that they weren't trapped back inside the 10 even.
So from the left hash, wide receivers, right and left, need a player in here. And then the referee's going to blow a whistle. They're going to have wideouts each way. They only had 10 players, so they're good. I think one referee just stepping in to make sure there were not too many players there. Oh, and the referee had dropped a flag and he needed it back. For some reason he thought he ought to have that thing. Guess he'd left it laying down there around the 2 yard line.
Well, they'd really wonder once this play was run.
Yeah.
How come that flag's there?
Shotgun, quarterback keep. Work his way up the field. Nice run by Lee. And he's going to have first down. He gets it out.
He's close.
To the 29 yard line, I think.
Very close. They do give him the first down.
Yep. So first down play. Gets first down to the 29 yard line. You have an 11-yard gain coming up at halftime. Halftime show presented by New Charter University. We'll have a look at our quick hits, the reviews, the recaps, and rehash. Round to the right-hand side, and nothing there. About a yard is all on this one by Zach Lee for the Hawks. Keeping it in his hands at the 2:34 mark. North Sanpete in that second half. Going to have to figure out ways to get the ball into the hands of Spencer Applegarth, I think, outside the box, just like Morgan did.
They've got to find some space, get him out in space to where he can operate and use the speed that he has. You know, between the tackles, the Trojans have been very stingy.
Second down and 9. Lee in the pocket, looks to the flat, has the pass complete there. Come back into the inside, Applegarth, and brought down.
That's the idea right there. Get him out in space where he can make a play.
So he picks up about 4.5, 5 yards on the pass completion. Third down, almost 5 for the Hawks here after that pass completion. Looking to throw again, looking short, has it complete. Trying to work back inside, Applegarth. You can't hesitate. This Morgan Trojan, this is a...
Hey, they're fast.
Yeah, they are. A lot better defensive team than he's seen in league play. Spencer's had some times when he could shake and bake and get away from that. I think he's got to learn in this ballgame. You better turn and just head up the field.
You've got to get going quick.
And use muscle. So a couple of yards is all on the gain there on the third down.
Morgan is big enough all across the board right there. They're 11 guys, you know, they don't have a soft body out there. They're big, strong, quick young men, and it's tough to break those kind of tackles.
Timeout taken by Morgan. We'll do likewise and be back in 1 minute.
For integrity, honesty, and technical expertise, think of Jones and DeMille Engineering. With offices in Richfield, Roosevelt, Price, and Manti, they're committed to servicing their clients with civil and structural engineering, construction management, surveys and GIS mapping, and material testing. They use state-of-the-art equipment to help you meet your budgets and deadlines. Visit jonesandDeMille.com or find them on Facebook. Since 1982, Jones and DeMille Engineering, your infrastructure professionals.
As temperatures become cooler outside, insects will be looking for someplace warmer to live, like inside your home. Spiders, ants, earwigs, and other bugs will take refuge in your kitchen, bathroom, bedrooms, and even closets. To protect your home, call EcoLife for a professional pest control barrier. EcoLife applies a smell-free, safe for the environment product to ensure you and your family are bug-free. All services are guaranteed. To schedule EcoLife to rid your home of bugs, call 283-6002. EcoLife is a proud supporter of Central Utah High School sports.
Another timeout taken, and we'll just go right to another timeout and then be back.
You're busy, and we can help. At Skyline Pharmacy, we are pleased to introduce the first and only coordinated, once-a-month refill service in Sanpete County, the Skyline Medication Management Service. It is designed to help you maximize the positive benefits of your medication therapy, as well as save you time and money. Best of all, this service is free. By joining our program, we will automatically refill all of your maintenance medications on the same day, every month. Never worry about making multiple trips to the pharmacy ever again. Stop by today and ask about how we are continuing to help you take care of yourself and your family.
Punt situation for the North Sanpete Hawks after the short timeout. Oh, they're going to fake it, try to head up the field, and they are not going to convert it. They tried to fake punt it, and it did not work. And I'm sure that's something Morgan did. Two things they probably talked about during timeout. Watch for the fake, and don't jump off sides. So they get about a 2-yard gain for the Hawks. Now there's little time on the clock with the ball out at the 38-yard line. So this is going to give Morgan, the North Sanpete Hawk, 37-yard line. Pretty decent field position. Hawks have got to be really tough in the D right now. And they'll try to counter it off, and they are. Tough on that one. Loss of about 3 as they tried to counter it right to left. And the Hawks converge to make that tackle for a loss of 3.5 yards. You know, the team is really, it's been the big play stuff, and both teams run 100 yards rushing in this first half.
Tyler Swap on the stop right there, as also Trey Sorensen.
On an overload right-hand side when official blows the whistle right at the snap of the ball. North Sanpete took the timeout.
Well, there's 55 seconds left here. You certainly don't want to make a mistake and let the Morgan Trojans go up one more touchdown.
Let's take another 30-second timeout, and we'll be right back here.
Visit your Sanpete Valley Conoco in Moroni, where you'll find courteous service at the convenience store and the world-famous Sanpete barbecue turkey sandwiches. Sanpete Valley Conoco is the place for refreshing frazzles, irresistible treats, delicious pizza, and the only place to get the new Yo Cream. Yogurts, only creamier with lots of toppings, and the new Boba Bursts, a new experience in eating ice cream. They also serve all of Central Utah with bulk fuel, oil, and lube delivery, whether in the drum or bucket. Visit Sanpete Valley Conoco at the junction of highways in Moroni.
Simulcasting on Centricom, AMTI, in our coverage here today of North Sanpete Hawks. Fourth spot of the ball, second down, 13 for the Morgan Trojans in the final 55 seconds. Morgan leading 19-7. They've got the ball, wide side to the right. Quarterback, and they're going to look for the throw back to the quarterback, and makes the catch over the shoulder and dragged out of bounds inside the 15. Well, pretty good pass there. The Hawks kind of had it read, but again, you got a quarterback that's pretty fast. He may be a better receiver than he is a thrower. They ran a cute play and make yards out of it. They get it down to the 13 on a 1st and 10 there.
That's why I thought that punt was so important, as you didn't want to give the Trojans an opportunity to get in the end zone.
Oh, they're in field goal range now, if nothing else here. Quarterback sweep, student body sweep to the right-hand side. Touchdown. He's got a seam and he's gone. He'll keep it and put it in the bank on the run to the right-hand side. Larson actually did it from the snap and cuts back up the field, and nobody ever got a hand on him or close to him. Larson punches that one in from 13 yards out. And it's a hole now for the North Sanpete Hawks. Got themselves into here in the final 2 minutes Extra point attempt coming up. Snap back behind the play. He's had that all day long. He's had to reach back and get it. Places it down. The spot is good. 26-7 now. 26-7. Morgan the lead. Back in a minute. State Farm Insurance and Financial Services is your best choice for dependable insurance coverage and finance options. Local agent Danny Dykes in Moroni offers all types of insurance, as well as State Farm Financial Services, where you're able to finance your dreams through State Farm Bank. State Farm also offers the Pocket Agent app for smartphones and the new Drive Safe and Save discount. Visit your local State Farm Insurance and Financial Services office in Moroni. Phone 800-347-8601. That's 800-347-8601.
Terry R. Brothers in Excavating and TRB Rock Products offers aggregate products for any of your road construction needs, including road base and a selection of crushed rock products. TRB Rock Products also has landscaping products, topsoil, reject sand, and an eye-catching red landscaping rock. They also do commercial and residential construction, basements, water lines, sewer lines, septic tanks, and perk tests. Get a free estimate at 462-3954. TRB Rock Products, a proud supporter of North Sanpete Athletics.
Short bouncy kick fielded at the 22-yard line, trying to reverse field and get up the field outside the 30 to the 32, and then a whole host of players converging there on the North Sanpete Hawk kick return. That was returned by Trey Sorensen. So at the 32-yard line for North Sanpete, minimal seconds to work with here now, trailing 26-7. There was a point in that first half. This looked like a real close competitive ball game. And then some miscues, and Morgan took advantage of it.
Morgan's a big play team. You know, they've got some speed, they've got some quickness, and they pull every rabbit out of the hat.
Shotgun set for Lee. Plants, reverses. Going to come back into the middle. Looking to throw. Has it to the outside, complete. Get to the sideline at the 50, the 45. Smart move by Hadley, realizing that the play clock is real important here. And rather than stay and try to fight off the defender to the inside, he got to the outside at the 37-yard line.
A nice job by Hadley catching that ball, getting out of bounds. They've got maybe 2 plays left right here before the time for the half expires. A couple of plays, they might can get in the end zone. We certainly hope they do.
31-yard touchdown pass. Again, time in the pocket for Lee. But that one developed through. He fires it over the middle, has it complete to Hadley. And
he
fumbles
fumbled.
the football.
He got it back,
but he
I
covers
think he
it
did.
up at the 16-yard line. They got to get a timeout called. They'll move the chain here, so he completes that and to the 16-yard line. So from the 37 to the 16, 21-yard completion on that one. Found the seam. Hadley with a couple of big plays. Timeout on the field. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
You can do it. Begin your journey and enroll today at the new Charter University, a university with flexible pacing, a flat rate per course, with principles of competency-based education so you benefit from your years of experience, along with a fair and experienced faculty and staff who are ready to help you succeed. So begin your journey. A new day, a new you, New Charter University, with real degrees for real life. Enroll at new.edu or call 801-883-8336.
26-7 with 7 seconds remaining. Morgan the lead. North Sanpete needing points, and they've got the ball. First, the rest of it's academic. First down at the 17-yard line. The wide side will be to the left. And maybe they'll respect Hadley a little bit more. See if he can sneak Applegarth out somewhere. He is in the slot. See if they can work him out into it. And Lee ball in the pocket, looking, dancing. Roll to the right-hand side. Roll to the right-hand side himself. Got to keep it, try to bowl over somebody, and cannot at the 2-yard line. And he knew he just didn't have any time. Going out of bounds was not going to salvage anything. So they come up, and that's going to be the half. 26-7. Bringing him down for all he was worth was number 21 for Morgan, and that's Spencer Larson, who's been the multiple purpose guy for him here at halftime. 26-7, Morgan lead over North Sanpete. We've got our new Charter University halftime show coming up, including our quick hits. We come back in 3 minutes.
Have you heard? Central Valley Medical Center is now providing orthopedic surgery. That's right, Dr. Joel Holman is a full-time orthopedic surgeon practicing in Nephi. You no longer need to drive to the Wasatch Front for hip replacement, knee replacement, fracture care, hand surgery, and general orthopedic care. Dr. Holman completed a residency in general orthopedics and a fellowship in hand surgery at the U of U and sees patients in the Nephi Medical Clinic inside Central Valley Medical Center. Call 435-623-3633, 623-3633.
The mayor, city council, and residents in the cities of Mount Pleasant, Fairview, and Moroni wish the North Sanpete Hawks the best of luck this season. The entire community is proud to support North Sanpete High School in preparing the future leaders of Sanpete County. They're committed to ensuring that area youth are provided the best opportunities to learn the important lessons of life through academics and athletic competition. Good luck to the players, coaches, faculty, staff, and student body from the cities of Fairview, Moroni, and Mount Pleasant.
MKJ Construction has been serving Central Utah and the surrounding area for over 30 years. Whether you have a project as large as a new road or water line or as intricate as a decorative landscape feature, we have the experience and equipment to complete any size project. We also deliver sand, gravel, road base, topsoil, and landscaping boulders. Call MKJ Construction at 427-9299, 427-9299, and see what we can do for you.
You can do it. Begin your journey and enroll today at the new Charter University, a university with flexible pacing, a flat rate per course, with principles of competency-based education so you benefit from your years of experience, along with a fair and experienced faculty and staff who are ready to help you succeed. So begin your journey. A new day, a new you, New Charter University, with real degrees for real life. Enroll at new.edu or call 801-883-8336.
When you're looking for the most exceptional value in an ATV side-by-side, look no further than your local Kimco dealer, Skyline Motorsports. John Lee and his crew at Skyline Motorsports know the area and the people living here and want to remain friends long after the deal is done. Plus, you don't want to spend another winter shoveling snow, do you? All Kimco side-by-sides can be fit with a snowplow. And Skyline Motorsports is your headquarters for small engine repair, ATVs, chainsaws, snowblowers, lawnmowers. Hey, if it's got a small engine, LeVar can fix it. Check it all out at Skyline Motorsports, south of Fairview on Highway 89.
At Cache Valley Bank, we have an app for that. Hi, this is Shayna, and our new Cache Valley Bank app will let you view your accounts on the go. You'll also be able to search for branches or ATMs near you, transfer funds, view recent activity, and deposit checks, all with a touch of a button. And our checking accounts offer free debit cards, lower rates than our competitors, and no minimum balance. So when you check your balance on that new Cache Valley Bank app, all you'll see is green. Stop by today and meet our friendly staff in Ephraim, Mount Pleasant, and Fairview. Cache Valley Bank, a tradition of helping, member FDIC.
It's our New Charter University halftime show on KMTI and Centricom. New Charter has flat rate per course pricing, keeps the cost down. You graduate with no debt. Get details at new.edu. Again, that's at new.edu. We'll have our New Charter quick hits here at halftime. We'll have a big play rehash, a recap on some things, and our review of scenarios, as well as our stats presented at halftime. Let's go right now to the scoring situation and our recap from that first half. First thing out of the box, a kick return for a touchdown by Spencer Larson. A returned that, and at 11:46 mark, the 6-0 lead for him. The onside kick got the possession. Morgan had another possession before North Sanpete even touched it. And at the 10:15 mark, Brasher on a 7-yard run, point after was good. It was 13-0. And then a two-play drive as North Sanpete starts the Morgan 43, struck with the big 39-yard run by Lee on the quarterback keeper. And it was 13-7 in favor of Morgan at that point. And for early in the second quarter, looked like North Sanpete's defense was going to do a very solid job there, but then Morgan gets the ball and had pretty good field position to start it between the 40s, and they punched it in on a long pass of 84 yards. Larson caught that at the 3:16 mark, 19-7. And then the final capped off by, again, a Larson touchdown, 38 seconds remaining, 27-6. So that is our halftime recap on our quick hits presented by New Charter University. They employ fair and experienced faculty and staff that are ready to help you succeed. New Charter University at new.edu or call 801-883-8336. And we'll be back here in another 3 minutes with more of the halftime show.
Want to make your HD TV even better? Centricom has the HD channels you want. Our HD DVR gives you total control of your experience. And we're always adding new channels to serve you better. Why settle for less? Get our full HD lineup, now with over 61 HD channels. Call or visit us online and get the best HD experience from Centricom.
Terrell's Thriftway in Mount Pleasant is always working hard to be your neighborhood grocer. And with items like their famous ugly steaks, I mean, how can something so ugly going on the grill taste so good coming off? And their homemade salsa and cowboy caviar are a hit anywhere they're served. And in the bakery, you'll find Terrell's own roll and scone dough that will brighten up any get-together. Plus, Terrell's prides itself on its produce department, where the finest and fresh produce at great prices can always be found. Drop in today for the best in prices and friendly service. Your neighborhood grocer, Terrell's Thriftway in Mount Pleasant.
Are you looking for comfort, quality, and reliability with your furniture, appliances, or electronics? That's exactly what you find at Beck's Home Furnishings in Mount Pleasant. Choose from a variety of Ashley furniture, Whirlpool and Maytag appliances, and quality electronics. So whether you're looking for a good night's sleep, relaxing in your favorite chair, having a pleasant family dinner, or getting the chores done, Beck's can help. Plus, Beck's has outstanding prices and special sales every week. Visit them today at 14 West Main in Mount Pleasant or online at shopbecks.com.
The medical care you receive shouldn't depend on where you live. People in rural towns should receive the same high-quality medicine as those in the big cities. You can rest assured that Sanpete Valley Hospital provides their patients with the same high-quality care and advanced technology you'd receive if you drove to the city. They provide many of the same services a large city hospital does, and they do it well, with a personal, hometown touch. Intermountain Sanpete Valley Hospital, healing for life.
For integrity, honesty, and technical expertise, think of Jones & DeMille Engineering. With offices in Richfield, Roosevelt, Price, and Manti, they're committed to servicing their clients with civil and structural engineering, construction management, surveys and GIS mapping, and material testing. They use state-of-the-art equipment to help you meet your budgets and deadlines. Visit jonesandemille.com or find them on Facebook. Since 1982, Jones & DeMille Engineering, your infrastructure professionals.
As temperatures become cooler outside, insects will be looking for someplace warmer to live, like inside your home. Spiders, ants, earwigs, and other bugs will take refuge in your kitchen, bathroom, bedrooms, and even closets. To protect your home, call EcoLife for a professional pest control barrier. EcoLife applies a smell-free, safe-for-the-environment product to ensure you and your family are bug-free. All services are guaranteed. To schedule EcoLife to rid your home of bugs, call 283-6002. EcoLife is a proud supporter of Central Utah High School sports.
KMTI and Centricom, our simulcast, our halftime score with the Morgan Trojans leading it at 26-7 over the North Sanpete Hawks. It's our new Charter University halftime show, and they give you the freedom to study whenever you wish and wherever that you wish with real degrees for real life. Enroll today at new.edu. Okay, we like to do a big play rehash, and a couple of them for North Sanpete were ones that they really had a chance going there. Their big plays, Robert, came right at the end of this second quarter of play, a 31 and 21-yard passes. That's their biggest ones. Their biggest rush has been the one, good
by
rush
Lee, I think.
Lee for 39 yards. Yeah, that's their big plays. For Morgan, theirs cashed in on them, and there's that Larson run, a replay on that one that he went down the sideline on. And of course, we had that as a think of a call there that was missed with the block in the back. This is a counter play. That's the one that Brasher ran for a touchdown for us well here.
Big fullback did a great job leading the way there.
You see, number 40, he's a chunk, isn't he? And then there's the big run. This is Lee keeping it out the right-hand side, cuts back inside, and got out of that tackle, and then broke back to the inside, and with authority, he got into the end zone. So nice one on that one on the big play replay. And then here's the pass to Larson. And the guy's just got speed. Boy, once he got that first 5 yards under his belt, he was gone. That kid can flat move. So some of the big play. Now, they had that kick return. That was their big play there on the one. And then also had the 84-yard pass that we just replayed for you. Some of the big plays here. Our halftime big play rehash on our quick hits. Our synopsis of the 3 R's at halftime. Presented by New Charter University. We'll take a 2-minute break, 2-minute timeout on our halftime show. We'll be back to look at our new charter stats.
You're busy, and we can help. At Skyline Pharmacy, we are pleased to introduce the first and only coordinated, once-a-month refill service in Sanpete County, the Skyline Medication Management Service. It is designed to help you maximize the positive benefits of your medication therapy, as well as save you time and money. Best of all, this service is free. By joining our program, we will automatically refill all of your maintenance medications on the same day, every month. Never worry about making multiple trips to the pharmacy ever again. Stop by today and ask about how we are continuing to help you take care of yourself and your family.
You can do it. Begin your journey and enroll today at the new Charter University, a university with flexible pacing, a flat rate per course, with principles of competency-based education so you benefit from your years of experience, along with a fair and experienced faculty and staff who are ready to help you succeed. So begin your journey. A new day, a new you, New Charter University, with real degrees for real life. Enroll at new.edu or call 801-883-8336.
Visit your Sanpete Valley Conoco in Moroni, where you'll find courteous service at the convenience store and the world-famous Sanpete barbecue turkey sandwiches. Sanpete Valley Conoco is the place for refreshing frazzles, irresistible treats, delicious pizza, and the only place to get the new Yo Cream. Yogurts, only creamier with lots of toppings, and the new Boba Bursts, a new experience in eating ice cream. They also serve all of Central Utah with bulk fuel, oil, and lube delivery, whether in the drum or bucket. Visit Sanpete Valley Conoco at the junction of highways in Moroni.
State Farm Insurance and Financial Services is your best choice for dependable insurance coverage and finance options. Local agent Danny Dykes in Moroni offers all types of insurance, as well as State Farm Financial Services, where you're able to finance your dreams through State Farm Bank. State Farm also offers the Pocket Agent app for smartphones and the new Drive Safe and Save discount. Visit your local State Farm Insurance and Financial Services office in Moroni. Phone 800-347-8601. That's 800-347-8601. New Charter University on our halftime show here. Presenting our halftime review and stat summary. 26-7, Morgan the lead over the North Sanpete Hawks. New Charter University, flexible pacing, and they've got fair and experienced faculty and staff that are ready to help you succeed. Taking a look at team stats here first off. In the net rushing, first half, Morgan 85, North Sanpete 57, both way below their average on that one. In passing, Morgan 113, but a lot of it was on 85-yarder on that one. And for North Sanpete, 80 yards in that. So total offense, Morgan just under 200 yards, North Sanpete 137. And the offensive plays, not that much different. North Sanpete 26, Morgan at 29. Morgan about a yard and a few more per play than North Sanpete at over 6 per play. Morgan at 5. And the penalties, Morgan 6 of them, 55. North Sanpete 3 for 20. First downs, Morgan 6, North Sanpete 7. Very balanced in many things, except on the scoreboard. And again, it comes down to giving up some of those big plays. Kickoff return is a big part of this one here, as Morgan has 3 of them for 158 yards. Larson, net rushing 68 from the first half of play. And Skinner, 85 in the passing. Larson receiving 84. He only had to catch 1 to do that. So there's his numbers. And Zach Lee rushing 51. Applegate 4 yards net. We already talked about getting him more involved there. Passing is 80. Hadley, couple of nice catches, 57 yards in that regard here in this ballgame. So that's our halftime stat summary presented by New Charter University. And some of it, again, just illustrating the emphasis points here of giving up. And Robert, you pointed out, too, once or twice there, North Sanpete had a chance to make another big defensive play. Didn't wrap up on the tackles. They don't show up on a stat sheet, but they sure can make
they make a big difference. There was 2 players right there ready to sack the Morgan quarterback, and he eluded that sack and throws an 85-yard touchdown pass. And, North Sanpete should have been getting the ball inside the 10, and they let the quarterback out of a heck of a situation. And you've got to recognize those young kids and the effort they made to get out of the sack and throw an 85-yard touchdown pass. The 3 big plays, Morgan, the kickoff return, the big touchdown pass, and the onside kick. You take those away, North Sanpete's outplayed them.
That's where it sits. Well, they've got to really outplay them in the second half of play. We'll come back with the second half of action. That's been our new Charter University halftime show. Back in 2 minutes.
You can do it. Begin your journey and enroll today at the new Charter University, a university with flexible pacing, a flat rate per course, with principles of competency-based education so you benefit from your years of experience, along with a fair and experienced faculty and staff who are ready to help you succeed. So begin your journey. A new day, a new you, new Charter University, with real degrees for real life. Enroll at new.edu or call 801-883-8336.
Terry R. Brotherson Excavating and TRB Rock Products offers aggregate products for any of your road construction needs, including road base and a selection of crushed rock products. TRB Rock Products also has landscaping products, topsoil, reject sand, and an eye-catching red landscaping rock. They also do commercial and residential construction, basements, water lines, sewer lines, septic tanks, and perk tests. Get a free estimate at 462-3954. TRB Rock Products, a proud supporter of North Sanpete Athletics.
Have you heard? Central Valley Medical Center is now providing orthopedic surgery. That's right, Dr. Joel Holman is a full-time orthopedic surgeon practicing in Nephi. You no longer need to drive to the Wasatch Front for hip replacement, knee replacement, fracture care, hand surgery, and general orthopedic care. Dr. Holman completed a residency in general orthopedics and a fellowship in hand surgery at the U of U and sees patients in the Nephi Medical Clinic inside Central Valley Medical Center. Call 435-623-3633, 623-3633.
The mayor, city council, and residents in the cities of Mount Pleasant, Fairview, and Moroni wish the North Sanpete Hawks the best of luck this season. The entire community is proud to support North Sanpete High School in preparing the future leaders of Sanpete County. They're committed to ensuring that area youth are provided the best opportunities to learn the important lessons of life through academics and athletic competition. Good luck to the players, coaches, faculty, staff, and student body from the cities of Fairview, Moroni, and Mount Pleasant.
Our halftime show has been presented by New Charter University. We go into the second half of play with the score 26-7 in favor of the Morgan Trojans, trying to punch a ticket into the state championship game against Juan Diego. North Sanpete Hawks coming in as a number 1 seed in a league that was much more competitive from top through number 5 than was the northern region. You had 5 pretty competitive teams in the southern 3A region. And it'll be North Sanpete to return to start here. You got to establish at least a confidence builder early going in this third quarter of play.
You know, you certainly do. This opening kickoff right here, North Sanpete's got to establish themselves offensively, put a little bit of the fear of God into the Morgan Trojans. The Morgan Trojans have pulled every trick play out of the book that they have, and that's been a big difference in this football game.
And kick away, and we knew he could get it into the end zone, and he did. So it'll come out to the 20-yard line for the North Sanpete Hawks to start the second half of play, starting at their own 20. The defense really played pretty well, gave up a big play or two, but they played a darn good first half. Now we just got to see the offense probably translate a little more in that regard.
I was very impressed with the defense other than a couple of plays, and overall I thought they outplayed the Morgan Trojans, but when you allow those big plays, it just stabs you in the back. It's a heartbreaker.
So from the 20-yard line, they go right to left here. Dark uniforms, North Sanpete. The light one's Morgan in our Centricom KMTI broadcast. Fake pitch left, handed up in the middle, and they got to break into the secondary. To the outside, no horse race to the midfield marker, and step out of bounds. Finally, inside the 35-yard line. There's their boy going to work, folks.
Old Spencer, he's pumped up out there, really excited. He got in some space, and he's a lot like the Larson from Morgan. Spencer's not as big physically or the physical stature, but when he can get in space, he can pick him up and lay him down, and he certainly did on that play.
46-yard run, first down at the 34-yard line. Fake the pitch, hand it off to him again. They'll go to him to the right, and he's in the secondary again, and has about a 7 or 8 yard run. What's the difference between now and the first half? Guard and tackle are getting the job done right now.
You know, they're blowing people out and open it up right there. They're faking the pitch wide, and Applegarth is just shooting up the middle, and they have just blasted some huge holes in that defensive line of the Morgan Trojans.
So the 8-yard gain there to the 26.5 yard line. Wide side is to the left on a 2nd and short. Wide outs each way. Long count. And let's see what we've got.
They finally threw a flag on the far side. They call that now, called it against the Hawks.
Yeah.
A procedure.
So that'll be a 5-yard marker. Boy, that's a killer on second and
that
short.
That really is. We've got all the momentum going for you, and that happens. And Morgan jumped, perhaps didn't get in to the neutral zone, and you know, the Hawks thought they had pointed to the official, but they end up calling it the other way. So they must have flinched enough to get the procedure call.
Well, I saw flinch. You can't do that. I know you're wanting to. It's kind of the protective thinking, you know.
It's really hard when you see that opposition jump towards you right there and not react to it. You've really got to be disciplined.
So ball now back at the 31-yard line. Second down.
Coach Wilson trying to say, now how did he step that far to cause our man to jump and not get in the neutral zone? Well, you know, we can't see that, and trust me, the officials do a very fine job.
Second down. Under center, brings motion from right to left. Fake the pitch this way, they'll make the pitch this way. No fake on it. Make the pitch, go to the outside. And Applegard has got it inside the 20 to about the 15-yard line. So almost a pickup from the 31 to the 16. Let's go with a 16-yard gain on that. First down. Second first down.
Waylon Atkins throwing a nice block on the outside there, helping to open up some room for Applegarth.
That is going to bring you to the left hash, wide side of the field to be to the right. From the shotgun. Well, we got movement all over the place.
Boy, there is
late
people.
Snap. I don't know who miscued on that one. You had a guard that was making a kind of a slight pull from right to left, and North Sanpete misfired there. So a lot of people were moving.
Yes, they were.
They were. Center missed the count there. So ball goes back to the 20-yard line. Do-si-do.
You know, you've got to eliminate these little mistakes right here. They add up over the course of a football game, and they all come back to bite you. There, that's an encroachment.
No, that should be, they went to the long count. Probably a different cadence thing, and the offense, you got to adjust to that too. So now we go back down and pick up the 5 yards there. Playing cat and mouse right now is what they're doing down there. Back to the 15. Sharpen my Eversharp again. Left hash, wide side of the field to the right for the Hawks in the early go of the third period, trailing 26-7. Trying to get some points here. Tighten it up again. Bring motion left to right. Overload right-hand side. Right it to the left-hand side.
Boy, very little there.
Yeah, not much. And that was kind of delayed. The one they had most success for here has been getting the ball to Applegarth early. That one you kind of stall, and then Morgan kind of clogs up the line.
Oh, I thought he got it anyway. Looked like he picked up a yard, but they say no, he didn't, and so that's the way we go.
That will bring up first and 10, or should be
second down.
Should be, second down. Rolling to the right-hand side. Looking to plant cross back middle. Intercepted, went to the wrong receiver. He had a receiver open on the far side. He tried to come back across his body, and here's the return on the far side of the 40-yard line, back into the middle.
Out of bounds back there.
Where's the line judge at the 50-yard line? He says on the interception. Is that Austin Francis?
Austin Francis on the interception right there, and Lee Zach going to his right, throwing back. And boy, anytime you throw back across the grain, usually good things don't happen.
Yeah, and he had a receiver more to his right open in the end zone. So the interception stops that drive, and Morgan will have the ball at the 50-yard line. Right smack on the 50. They'll go motion. They'll make the pitch to the left-hand side and try to turn the corner and doing it. We've got a flag coming in on the backside as the running back gets along the way. That's going to come back on the run by Conley Brashears. So hold it and bring back the horses on that one. Coming up on our post-game show, presented by Sunrise Engineering, we'll be naming those players of the game, the Cavalier Pizza offensive player of the game. And you can stop in there for freshly made pasta, pizza, salad bar. Call for takeout if you'd like at 462-3388. That player will get a 8-inch personal pan pizza and a drink. And Sanpete Valley Conoco defensive player of the game. Try the delicious barbecue turkey sandwiches. Top-notch jerky available there. Daily special to our defensive player of the game tonight for North Sanpete Hawks and Sanpete Valley Conoco. What they do? Wave off the...
no, he's staying right here where the flag was thrown. Oh my gosh.
Sportsmanlike sideline on North Sanpete. Was that the second time they've been called? Anyway, so the play stands. And then tack on the penalty to the 11-yard lines. From the 11-yard line now for Morgan. They'll bring motion left to right. Make the pitch, that shovel pitch to the right-hand side. They just look for blocking out in front. It breaks down, going to make about a 3-yard gain. Clock will continue to run.
Hey, once again, the North Sanpete Hawks did a great job of stringing out that play, and you know, they get some big bodies out there leading that play, but the Hawks did a super job of stringing out the play, and something that looked like there was going to be big yardage there, they shut down for very little.
So that's a bring up a second down, 8 yards, long 7, short 8. The 8.5. Quarterback under center. Hand it off, dive, fullback dive, and gets in for the touchdown. On the carry, Austin Francis.
Austin Francis, you know, he is a load right there. He's about 40 pounds and runs very, very strong.
So he puts that one on the board for Morgan, and again, big plays. Big defensive play. Get the interception. Get it returned to the midfield marker. And then big plays, penalties, and they're right there this quick. Placement, kick for the Morgan Trojans, and it's good. So the scoreboard now putting Morgan up by the score of 32-7. Back with the kickoff in 1 minute.
MKJ Construction has been serving Central Utah and the surrounding area for over 30 years. Whether you have a project as large as a new road or water line or as intricate as a decorative landscape feature, we have the experience and equipment to complete any size project. We also deliver sand, gravel, road base, topsoil, and landscaping boulders. Call MKJ Construction at 427-9299, 427-9299, and see what we can do for you.
When you're looking for the most exceptional value in an ATV side-by-side, look no further than your local Kimco dealer, Skyline Motorsports. John Lee and his crew at Skyline Motorsports know the area and the people living here and want to remain friends long after the deal is done. Plus, you don't want to spend another winter shoveling snow, do you? All Kimco side-by-sides can be fit with a snowplow. And Skyline Motorsports is your headquarters for small engine repair, ATVs, chainsaws, snowblowers, lawnmowers. Hey, if it's got a small engine, LeVar can fix it. Check it all out at Skyline Motorsports, south of Fairview on Highway 89.
Kickoff coming up for the Morgan Trojans, now leading it at 33-7. Kicking from left to right. North Sanpete had some offensive things going, but didn't get points at the end of it. Had utilized Applegarth well in that last drive. They had a 46-yard run, 16-yard run, ended with an interception. Kicker approaches, kicks, and fielded at the 4. Reverse it to the 10, 15, the 20. And gets to the 27-yard line on the return. That's where it'll be 1st and 10, and here comes a flag. Another one flying in after the Applegarth return, getting it on the reverse. Limping out there a little bit is Kyler Swap, offensive line. See what they're going to sort out. We've had plenty of them. We had a couple of them we should have had and didn't have. Good ball. Personal foul on Spencer Applegarth. He was the guy carrying the ball and the one that got tackled. So another. Well, did I say something about keeping your cool in that pregame? And when you're down, you can't afford these kind of things. Those are game changers. 15-yard mark off when you had a decent return. Now it puts you at the 13-yard line. Third quarter action at 8:33, 33-7, Morgan on top. Handed off and then keep it. Lee faked the handoff, kept it himself. Goes out to the 22.5, 23-yard line, so a good gain.
Just a quarterback draw right there, and he rode Applegarth, takes the ball out, and then runs up the field. He gets about 8 yards on first down, and you know, they've got to continue to keep drives alive.
Second down and 2.5. Shotgun. Does hand it to Applegarth in the secondary, and here he goes to work. Cuts back across the grain, and then he zigzagged maybe once too often there.
Applegarth didn't carry the ball on that one. It's got to be against Zach Lee. You know, once again, they fake the ball to Applegarth. Zach Lee pulls it out and picks up a first down.
So he does get it out to the. Applegarth did a really good job of selling that play.
He did.
Yeah, he faked me out. I'm trying to bail out, but he did. He did a good job on it. And out to the 41-yard line, got it from the 38. And a carry that's going to go out to about to the 33 actually, and then a carry out to the 40.5-yard line. So a pick up there of about 8 on that play.
You know, it's great when you can pick up 8 yards on first down. It makes it easy to pick up a first down when it's 2nd and 2.
From the shotgun, and a quarterback keeper again. They're running a lot of just deep, make the read and option read, and keeping himself. He gets the first down on a 4-yard carry there.
You know, Applegarth just attracts so much attention out there. You know, he's got to be one of the leading rushers in the state. And Morgan's done their homework on him. They have been very stingy for Applegarth's yards.
First down at the 45, in the pocket. Going to plant, step up, throw, looking long, got a receiver down there, makes the catch, touchdown!
Great job and a very fine throw. Jake Hadley with a touchdown pass right there. Zach Lee did a super job stepping up in the pocket, planting that right foot and making a perfect throw.
Hadley grabbed it at about the 18-yard line and went into the end zone for the touchdown. So the Hawks strike, and nice blocking. We haven't seen anything about that, but that was beautiful pocket that Lee had to step up in. They really peeled everything out to the side, and he was able to step and throw. Hadley ran post. An extra point attempt coming up for Lee. For the North Sanpete Hawks. Taylor, senior kicker. Placement. Whistle. Good. Point after is a good. 33-14. Back with the kickoff in 1 minute.
At Cache Valley Bank, we have an app for that. Hi, this is Shayna, and our new Cache Valley Bank app will let you view your accounts on the go. You'll also be able to search for branches or ATMs near you, transfer funds, view recent activity, and deposit checks, all with a touch of a button. And our checking accounts offer free debit cards, lower rates than our competitors, and no minimum balance. So when you check your balance on that new Cache Valley Bank app, all you'll see is green. Stop by today and meet our friendly staff in Ephraim, Mount Pleasant, and Fairview. Cache Valley Bank, a tradition of helping, member FDIC.
Want to make your HD TV even better? Centricom has the HD channels you want. Our HD DVR gives you total control of your experience. And we're always adding new channels to serve you better. Why settle for less? Get our full HD lineup, now with over 61 HD channels. Call or visit us online and get the best HD experience from Centricom.
On our Centricom KMTI broadcast, 33-14 as North Sanpete gets set to kick off to the Morgan Trojans. Needing a good kickoff, they need a good stand here defensively, and it's going to go into the end zone. So 33-14 on the scoreboard. That last big play, talked about big plays. North Sanpete got theirs.
They just need to have a few more of them. You know, the Trojans have done an outstanding job with the big plays, and when they have to earn it yard by yard, I think Sanpete's won that battle, but the big play has certainly been won by the Trojans.
I don't have really officially how long that pass was. Didn't spot that at the start of it on that one to Hadley. There's the sweep to the left-hand side. And there's another blocking. Well, he got fought through it anyway. There was another push in the back out there on that sweep far side.
You know, but North Sanpete's done a good job of making a pile out there, trying to force the play back inside. You know, those smaller players have been more than willing to take on those big blockers coming their way, and you know, they take that blocker on low and cause a pile, and their teammates come and help them out.
Tight formation for the Morgan Trojans. Handed off, and the dive. That's not going to gain a whole lot for them. About a 2-yard gain. That will bring up a 3rd down and long 5 for the Morgan Trojans, who are at about the 100-yard mark in rushing. North Sanpete's gone way over it after the 46-yard and then 16-yard runs by Applegarth. And in passing, the long went to Hadley. So 3rd and 5 here.
North Sanpete needs a real big stop right here. They've got to come up and shut this play down.
They flip-flop the lineman. Quarterback looking to throw to the outside, has it complete. And here comes a flag flying in. And
there's got to be a hold or something back there.
Back here.
This play's got to come back.
Might have had got a couple of guys upfield there pretty far for Morgan. So see what happens on this one. It was good enough for a 1st down. But the side judge here making the call.
Holding
on the offense. Head linesman actually making the call here. So a holding call. Pushes that play back instead of it being a 1st down. Well, the Hawks saw the play. Now you got to keep that thing in front of you now and get there a little quicker. That's the way Morgan attacks the sideline. They will do a lot of trying to, half their passing game just seems to be dump it out in the flat for somebody, or they'll pitch it. Have that little shovel pitch that they've had. Lead blockers, again, pulling linemen a lot, just getting them out in front. They've got 3rd and long to go now from the 16-yard line. 3rd and about 14 and a half. In the gun, stepping into the pocket, looking for protection, looking for the home run ball on the sideline. And catch is made again on the sideline. And Larson going to reverse field, come back into the middle. Finally brought down.
And there he eluded the sack once again.
Yep.
I mean, the sack's going to be inside the 10-yard line, and he got out, made a great throw. And the defender fell down.
What did Yogi Berra say?
Never over.
Deja vu all over again.
Oh, definitely.
That's what happened there. Very mirrored, just like they had early in that 1st half. The ball inside the 40 to the 37 of the North Sanpete Hawks on the long pass play. Wide side is to the right. And tailback coming through right-hand side, trying to work his way. This is the bulldozer runner for him. As Francis, big power back, gets about 3 yards on that carry.
Big, strong runner. He's a guy you can't tackle high.
Well, you can try, I guess.
But I guess you can try. No. He's got a lot more weight upstairs than he does downstairs.
You're going to come away with the bruises, not him. 3-yard gain, 2nd down at the 34 for Morgan. Long play covering from 16 to the 37-yard line. Reverse it, little counter trap. It's carried down to about the 30-yard line. So it will bring up a 3rd down call.
Francis once again on the carry.
They used him out of a wing set that time. So 3rd and 3 at the 30.5-yard line. Ball will be to the right hash. Wide side to the left. Late in this 3rd quarter, inside the 350 mark. Morgan 33, North Sanpete 14. Interception by North Sanpete as they were threatening. Became a swivel point. That was off that first possession of the half. And
here's a flag.
Whistle and flag.
Delay a game, I think. Delay a game.
On our post-game show, we'll be naming our players of the game. Sunrise Engineering will present that post-game show, promoting athletic and academic excellence at Sunrise, ICNG. Cavalier Pizza, Offensive Player of the Game, and the Sanpete Valley Conecuh Defensive Player of the Game coming up on our post-game show. So now 3rd down from the 35-yard line for the Morgan Trojans. Boy, have we had plenty of penalties tonight. Okay, wide side again to the left. Doesn't matter to Morgan. They run a pretty compact offense anyway. Bring motion out of the wing. Overload right-hand side. Quarterback rolling right-hand side. Defensive pursuit. They get knocked down. Try to keep coming at him. He'll reverse back inside. Here comes a flag flying. And I'm guessing we'll have some kind of a holding call. That'll mark Morgan back even more as their quarterback, Tucker Skinner. He's a junior, by the way. Going to be back next year for him. And scrambling to try to find somewhere to go with it. Finally had to biff it. The flag is at the 41. If it's a hold there, be a big mark-off. Well, the mark-off will be 10, but it'll be a big consequence for the Morgan Trojans. Discussing the options here, I think, with North Sanpete, see if they want the penalty. That's on Ekblad, the fullback, or the tight end, depending on which alignment they put him in. So that's going to bring third down after they decline the penalty. Third down. Hope that doesn't come back to haunt North Sanpete. Because I think the mark-off was going to be from the 41. Would have put him back almost to midfield.
It was. It was at the 41-yard line, and North Sanpete declined it to make it fourth down.
All right. They finally got those yard markers changed. Quarterback rolling. Watch out. Backside screen. Now he's in trouble. Going to have to flash up the middle. And he'll come to the outside, but go down, and they'll turn it over on downs. The whole thing was he was supposed to roll right, look right, and they hoped for the screen pass back to the left on a tight end screen, and North Sanpete had that well diagnosed defensively.
Very nice job defensively for the Hawks as they had it covered, and big Tyler Jesse was in hot pursuit of the Trojan quarterback.
Skinner,
Tucker.
Al Manti, North Sanpete with the ball at the 32-yard line. In the closing 3 minutes of the third quarter. They need a drive here and they need points. Deep back, fake, handoff, then get it back to him. And gets about a 5-yard gain after all is said and done. So they kind of fake the pitch, try to get a step. All they're trying to do with these motion things is trying to get defenders to step one step laterally one way or the other so they can kind of counter it. You're not making the handoff necessarily in a counter situation, just trying to get the flow of the defense countered.
But, you know, Morgan has worked so hard in shutting down Applegarth that, boy, he fakes. He's the only back in the backfield, so they react to that fake, and then it gives Applegarth a little seam in that offense.
Oh, they make the fake, and that one doesn't work that time.
Well, they stayed home.
Stayed home that time.
Fool me once, okay. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Yeah.
They did a great job staying home.
So they didn't get much there, and it'll bring up third down and 4 at the 38-yard line. North Sanpete, big third down call here. Wide side of the field will be to the right. Well, next week, state championship weekend in the 1A, 2A, and 3A ranks. From the shotgun, a couple of steps, look at the right-hand side, has it complete. Hadley's got the completion and the first down as he gets to the 50-yard line, and they stop the clock. Stay at the 50-yard line. He got the first down. Moved the chains.
Nice compact pattern, very well executed by Hadley. Exactly right on target. You know, when they throw that ball quicker, I'm sure that was discussed in the locker room at halftime. We got to get rid of the ball quick. We just can't wait for the big play.
Hadley's had a productive night offensively. Midfield, right on the 50. We had it twice in this game. We've been right smack dab on the 50. Lee's going to step up, and he's got some room out of the pocket. Skirts to the left-hand side. The 40 gets a block to the 30, and will finally go down to 25. Boy, he got a nice block.
Trey Sorensen.
Sorensen, yeah. Opened him up for another 20 yards. Good job there by Trey.
He did a great job of making a block right there and opening a big running lane for Zach.
So the pickup of 25 yards on that run. Puts the ball at the 25. They get a little open field, and for either Lee or Applegarth, they're able to make some magic happen. In the pocket, stepping. He's got pressure coming inside. Needs to roll outside. Makes the throw to the outside. Has it complete. And first down. So he makes that, and here comes a flag. Personal foul maybe on Morgan here. They're the only ones out there. There's one North Sanpete.
There's one North Sanpete player, and
Well, they got
the way their
first
luck's
down.
been today, I don't know. I wouldn't even say.
They got the pass completion for 11 yards and a first down at the 14. We had 2 flags, actually. We've got a near
one on this side
and
one
on
the far side.
We might have 2 different penalties then.
Mm-hmm.
They could offset.
They could offset each other. I hope they do.
11-yard gain on that pass. The ball at the 14. Referees in a long huddle here with 2 flags to talk about. North Sanpete going to come up as if they're ready to go offensively. Get the official's word.
Dead ball, personal foul. On the defense at the 24. Dead ball, personal foul. On the offense at the 21. Those dead ball fouls, they'll offset.
Okay. 2 personal fouls. Ball stays where it's at. Guys, got to clean it up. Can't have personal fouls. You bailed out. You got lucked out right here.
They really lucked out.
Yeah.
There was one on this side and one on the other side.
And if you could have kept just the one the other way, you'd be at the 7-yard line right now. As it is, they'll have 1st and 10 at the 14. Can't play with your temper. Got a receiver out in the flat. Has it complete to him. Applegarth back into the middle. Applegarth shovels to outside. And still working as he's trying to get down to the 7-yard line. Little spunk in the gas tank right there for Applegarth to get it to the 7.5-yard line.
A nice little pass right over the middle. Applegarth found a little bit of running room to get it near a first down, but he's got to get over the 10-yard line, about the 10.5-yard line to pick up a first down.
2nd down and 3 from the 8. Handed off late, kind of a delay handoff, and that allows the defense to kind of react.
Boy, Applegarth just draws a crowd.
Yeah, he does. Doesn't he?
Every time, boy, they're all.
Call him honey. Drawing the fly. Drawing flies, huh?
Yep.
So 3rd down after the just barely inches of pickup. It's worked well for the most part when Lee has pulled that out. And it looked like right there he probably could have done it. And timeout taken by North Sanpete. They want to discuss this one. We'll do likewise and be right back.
Terrell's Thriftway in Mount Pleasant is always working hard to be your neighborhood grocer. And with items like their famous ugly steaks, I mean, how can something so ugly going on the grill taste so good coming off? And their homemade salsa and cowboy caviar are a hit anywhere they're served. And in the bakery, you'll find Terrell's own roll and scone dough that will brighten up any get-together. Plus, Terrell's prides itself on its produce department, where the finest and fresh produce at great prices can always be found. Drop in today for the best in prices and friendly service. Your neighborhood grocer, Terrell's Thriftway in Mount Pleasant.
Are you looking for comfort, quality, and reliability with your furniture, appliances, or electronics? That's exactly what you find at Beck's Home Furnishings in Mount Pleasant. Choose from a variety of Ashley furniture, Whirlpool and Maytag appliances, and quality electronics. So whether you're looking for a good night's sleep, relaxing in your favorite chair, having a pleasant family dinner, or getting the chores done, Beck's can help. Plus, Beck's has outstanding prices and special sales every week. Visit them today at 14 West Main in Mount Pleasant or online at shopbecks.com.
We go into the 4th quarter, 33-14 in favor of the Morgan Trojans. And the North Sanpete Hawks are threatening. Key plays coming up here offensively at the 11-yard line. And a 3rd down and 7. Okay, now they do the.
No, they're off. They're only a yard short.
Yeah, they
from
marked
a
it now.
first down.
They marked it now. They got it figured out. Referee picked it up, got it where it belongs. Okay.
Should be a long one for a first down.
Yeah, and it is. The ball at about the 6.5-yard line. Bring motion from right to left. Quarterback, keeper, and he gets a good forward line surge. You do that again, you got a touchdown. That was a good surge forward by that North Sanpete Hawk offensive line as they picked up almost 4 yards on that.
Exactly, right up the middle. And what you have to notice here is the Morgan Trojans are playing a 4-4 defense, and that means no one is up over the center.
Yeah.
And so you just snap it quick. You should get 4 or 5 yards if you've got any real drive.
Yeah, they kind of shift over. They got each side of the center, but they tighten that gap up a little bit now. And they'll try it again. The North Sanpete Hawks will and try to punch it in.
Boy, he's close.
Got a first down here. He's got, 1st and goal, so maybe a foot out away. Touchdown.
They signal touchdown.
Deep referee saying touchdown. So Lee on the keeper. And
they set it down, but
No, I guess that's not a touchdown indication.
No. Well,
it's got to come from your linesman, too.
It should come from the linesman.
Yeah, I don't know what he was motioning
the
for.
backfield coach brought both hands up, and I guess he was signaling second down.
Oh, I thought it was a peace sign. Bill Clinton peace sign. Okay, short yardage to go here on the second. Bring motion, pitch to the outside, and should go in without any trouble. Gets it in easily. Breaks the plane on the pitch sweep to the right-hand side.
Applegarth with a touchdown.
So give him when the book's a 1-yarder for the touchdown. It was probably closer than that. That comes at the 10:57 mark. And an extra point attempt coming up here. Try to make it a 12-point ball game, which you just kick here. There's no reason that I can think of mathematically real quick. Try to go. Now they're going to go for 2. They want to narrow it up.
Zach Peterson with the block on that touchdown run by Applegarth.
Bring motion to overload. Shotgun. Looking to throw. Looking in the end zone. Got it for the 2-point conversion.
Who was it again?
Well, last time I checked.
Wasn't that Hadley again on the touchdown?
I think so, but I'm waiting for him to turn. No?
It either had to be Hadley or Lee.
Hadley is one. And
okay, it's Lee right there, isn't it? I still couldn't see a number.
Anyway, might have been Waylon Atkinson. We tried to get it on the replay.
Could have been Waylon or
it was not,
Taylor Lee.
It was not Hadley, so yeah.
No, it wasn't Hadley.
So it was either a 3 or an 8. Anyway, they got the touchdown. And then they got the 2-point conversion. So it's 33-22. 11-point difference rather than 12. So that lets you score twice and not convert extra points and be a point in front. But right now you got to take care of the matter at hand, and that is to play some defense here after this kickoff.
You've got to be able to get the ball back twice with enough time on the clock to win. And the way Morgan runs the football, you better hold some tough defense.
Yeah.
Got real good defense right here to get this ball game.
Chops it into the air, fielded at the 14. And you better make a tackle here on extra teams, and you better make it pretty quick. Skirting out to the far side to the 39-yard line.
Boy, he is big and strong, a very good athlete, old Spencer Larson.
Yeah, I wonder if there's, wouldn't be any snow coaches here. Somebody might want to give them.
They say he's only 180 pounds,
but he's solid 180.
He is a very solid 180 pounds.
He might be a special player kind of situation, but kid is fast enough and strong enough that.
Well, he could play receiver, he could play back, he could.
Probably play defense pretty darn good too, given the scenario. And they'll run dive, and that's not going anywhere. North Sanpete snuffs that one out. And it's going to be
Let's see right here who made that tackle. They fake it. It went.
Didn't go much for him anyway.
No.
That,
and I think that was Taylor Lee. Taylor Lee on the stop right there.
Out a 2-yard gain was all. So second down. Out at the 41-yard line. Big plays defensively, these next two for the North Sanpete Hawks. They need the ball back and they need a score. Tight formation. Going to throw long, looking over the middle, way overthrown. Way overthrown in the middle. He released pretty quick. He was feeling a little bit of the heat. And you know, now to that formation they have, they ought to be able to protect the quarterback pretty well, because they're really in there compact, but he decided to deliver a little early and harmlessly falls incomplete. That was intended for Ryan Milburn. Brings up third down at the 41. See if they can convert this one. Over to the right-hand side. Larson's out there. You got to stay with him. Larson runs it down and out. Makes the catch for a first down.
Boy, he is tough.
So, did you see the hands that he used, how he used those? You talked about maybe being a receiver in college.
You know,
that was perfect execution.
Did all hands. You know, he didn't catch it in his arms or anything, but they used Milburn to send the defense, and Big Larson comes right in behind and makes a catch for a first down.
Well, and he started going chop steps short because he wanted to stay inbound. That was just a well-executed pass and catch by Larson on the receiving end. And they'll hand it to him on a kind of a pitch through, and he steps into the secondary and gets it to the 40-yard line. So pickup of a long 7 yards there for Larson on that carry. And we're at the North Sanpete 47. He gets it to the 40.
They're going to give him a rest right here.
I wonder
he
why.
hasn't had many this whole evening.
Second and short. Yeah, what do you want to bet he gets back in on a 3rd down if they need it? He's out for a rest on 2nd and short. Maybe they go to Francis here or Brashear. Quarterback keeps. Roll it to the left or the right-hand side. They've got the 1st down into the secondary on the carry by Austin Francis. And he gets the 1st down on an 11-yard gain.
You know, he doesn't have the explosiveness that teammate Spencer Larson has, but he is a strong runner.
He'll be their feature back next year. And then a quarterback also coming back, Francis. They're both juniors. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line. This is at the 9-minute mark here in the 4th quarter, and trading by 2 scores, the Hawks. Giving up some 1st downs in this drive. Morgan, time-consuming drive. Quarterback keeping it, rolling it, hand it off, dive, and breaking out of 1 or 2 tackles. And getting it to the left-hand side for a pickup of about 8 yards, 7.5.
I think that Francis again on the run right there. He lines up in the wing T formation on the left side of that offense. Trojan power right there, Austin Francis. He gets a rest, and Mr. Larson comes
back in for him. So 2nd down and 3. Interchangeable backs. Wide receiver out there just for purposes. That double wing side, and even the tailback fullback is tight on that. Give it to Larson. They bump him outside, tries to spin inside, and he'll go down. That'll be a loss of a couple.
Very good coverage that time. North Sanpete got in and shut that down. Got in deep penetration into the Morgan Trojan backfield, shut that play down.
They're going to only mark it a 1-yard loss, so it's at the 23-yard line, between the 23 and 24. And a 3rd down here for Morgan Trojans. This is a big down right here, folks. 7:44. Mark that in your journal, and it's a 3rd down and 4 for the Morgan Trojans, leading it by 11 over North Sanpete. And the Hawks need the ball back. Very compact formation again. Larson will motion. They'll count it right hand side. There's a big sack. There's a big one. There is a defensive play.
They were going to throw the ball to Larson on a little flare pass, but he didn't get a chance. Who is that big feller?
Swap
Christian
Fell. And then Fell and Swap. Fell make the tackle. Big one. Brings up 4th down after the sack of 7. 4th down at the outside the 30-yard line. Decision time here for Morgan.
I don't think so. They're just going to run another trick play. They're not going to punt the football away. They're not going to try a field goal.
No, too long for the field goal, even though they've got a decent field goal kicker. And they'll run the clock down and take a timeout with 4th down from the 30-yard line. They'll take the timeout. We'll be back in a minute.
The medical care you receive shouldn't depend on where you live. People in rural towns should receive the same high-quality medicine as those in the big cities. You can rest assured the Sanpete Valley Hospital provides their patients with the same high-quality care and advanced technology you'd receive if you drove to the city. They provide many of the same services a large city hospital does, and they do it well, with a personal, hometown touch. Intermountain Sanpete Valley Hospital, healing for life.
For integrity, honesty, and technical expertise, think of Jones & DeMille Engineering. With offices in Richfield, Roosevelt, Price, and Manti, they're committed to servicing their clients with civil and structural engineering, construction management, surveys and GIS mapping, and material testing. They use state-of-the-art equipment to help you meet your budgets and deadlines. Visit jonesandemille.com or find them on Facebook. Since 1982, Jones & DeMille Engineering, your infrastructure professionals.
Well, the drama builds here at the 6:38 mark. 33-22. Morgan leads, and they are going to give it a look at a field goal here. This would be a 47-yarder, and the kick's on the way.
Boy, it's good.
And he got it. That's a big one.
That is huge.
42-yard field goal. I didn't think they would trust his range that far, but he got to plant very firmly from the right hash and put it up, and he makes it 36-22. We'll be back with the kickoff in a minute.
As temperatures become cooler outside, insects will be looking for someplace warmer to live, like inside your home. Spiders, ants, earwigs, and other bugs will take refuge in your kitchen, bathroom, bedrooms, and even closets. To protect your home, call EcoLife for a professional pest control barrier. EcoLife applies a smell-free, safe for the environment product to ensure you and your family are bug-free. All services are guaranteed. To schedule EcoLife to rid your home of bugs, call 283-6002. EcoLife is a proud supporter of Central Utah High School sports.
You're busy, and we can help. At Skyline Pharmacy, we are pleased to introduce the first and only coordinated, once-a-month refill service in Sanpete County, the Skyline Medication Management Service. It is designed to help you maximize the positive benefits of your medication therapy, as well as save you time and money. Best of all, this service is free. By joining our program, we will automatically refill all of your maintenance medications on the same day, every month. Never worry about making multiple trips to the pharmacy ever again. Stop by today and ask about how we are continuing to help you take care of yourself and your family.
Approach the ball and the kickoff for Morgan Trojans, and Kirka getting the job done. Drives this one in after a 42-yard field goal. Takes that one into the end zone. 6 minutes, 33 seconds remaining. The Hawks need 2 scores and convert the extra points in this 2A semifinal with a ticket to the state championship. They'll start out at the 20-yard line. Last series, they got the touchdown run. Pretty good series that they had going and spanning the third into the fourth quarter. Morgan ate off some pretty good time.
They did.
Time is of the essence, Robert said during the timeout, and that is exactly what it's coming down to now. Fake handoff, fake the pitch handoff, and that's.
Oh, they stayed home.
They did. I think you're going to have to change a little thinking now because Morgan has adjusted to that. They'll give you something else, but they are not going to give you that. They're not going to fall for that fake pitch.
No, they're not going to let Applegarth have that kind of room up the middle anymore. They know how dangerous he is, and they have really stacked their offense to stop Applegarth's run.
In the pocket, Lee flushes out to the right-hand side. Applegarth release. Applegarth needs to float loose. Lee rolls to the left-hand side, throws it up the field, and goes incomplete across the way. We've got an injured North Sanpete player.
Right in the middle of the field, right
They
here.
were kind of using Applegarth as a decoy. I would like to have seen him flare out a little stronger to the outside here, Robert.
He had plenty of room.
He did. I think he could have presented a target for Lee to throw it to. Instead, Lee had to flush over to the far side. It's going to bring up, after that incompletion, a third down call. And that offensive lineman for North Sanpete will be replaced. As he comes off. Boy, it's hard to read the front jerseys on these guys. So many teams are going to dark numbers on dark uniforms, and folks, they do not do the fans or the broadcasters any kind of favors with that. Shotgun set on the third and critical. Looking deep and way overthrown.
It was way overthrown. Trey Sorensen, the intended receiver, and he needed to be about 12 feet tall.
Yeah, or 12 feet further down the field, one or the other. So way high, and the incompletion brings up fourth down. Well, that didn't last long. They didn't burn even a minute there. So that's a fourth and a punt situation here, unless they decide to go for it. But, man, you could just really – a lot of discussion going on the sideline here.
They've got to go for it here. I don't think they can get the ball back 2 times unless they go for it and get a first down here. If they go for it and don't get a first down, game's over anyway.
Yeah. Well, you talked about Morgan being riverboat gamblers, and right now they're doing that on this play. And Lee flushes out. He ought to get out of there. He needs to throw it out into the flat. He's got it to Applegarth. He'll have the first down to the 35, the 40, and to midfield. And Applegarth finally goes out of bounds. So Lee improvised. He kept self moving around there, and Applegarth finally got himself open as a defender dropped off him. And it got a flag in the backfield. It could come back, and it is going to come back.
Oh, darn it. That's too bad. You know, Zach Lee did a great job buying himself time, and Applegarth, and once again, I think Trey Sorensen, perfect block to spring Applegarth.
Hadley and Sorensen have done some darn good things tonight for this North Sanpete team. Half the distance to the goal line. Well, that one could be the game killer right there. Fourth and cow pasture to go now. Half the distance will.
It'll
you know,
make it about
how can you fault your
22.
linemen? They're scrambling. They're trying to get an angle, and then the quarterback has to shift, and they got to try to make another angle. They're doing all they can to try to get him some time.
They've got to do everything, and they did right there. And I don't know if one of them got a handful of jersey or what, but there was a hold called, and it brought back a great play.
So they're clear back to the 6-yard line now on the fourth down.
They've got to get over the 30 to get a first down.
Yeah. Double wide outs to the right. Gonna crank it long. Throw it up into the air.
He got
Catch
it.
is made.
Oh!
And then falls loose.
Hey, that defender did a super job. That ball was caught, and Milburn was the one that just pulled the ball loose and threw it to the turf. But trying to see over there who caught that football.
Till he turns the back. We won't know, I don't think. Seeley.
Here's the ball over on down to Morgan.
Well,
He's got it, and right there he pulled it out.
Yeah, I think that was Seeley. So Morgan will have the ball 1st and 10 at the North Sanpete 6-yard line, and 5:26 on the clock. 36-22. Morgan the lead the ball in excellent field position at the 6. And a counter, and into the touchdown, into the end zone for the touchdown. 6-yard run. Oh, the Trojans tack on another one. The 5:19 mark, and they have just punched their ticket to the state championship.
Brescher with the touchdown.
They'll take on Juan Diego. So we still got the final 5:19 to play out here, but now it's going to be a 3-score game, and I'm not sure that even Bosco and Brown and McMahon and them could do a comeback out of this thing.
You'd have to have a lot of Hail Marys.
That point after is good. So at the 5:19 mark, Morgan has taken a 43-22 lead over the North Sanpete Hawks. I'll be back in a minute.
Visit your Sanpete Valley Conoco in Moroni, where you'll find courteous service at the convenience store and the world-famous Sanpete barbecue turkey sandwiches. Sanpete Valley Conoco is the place for refreshing frazzles, irresistible treats, delicious pizza, and the only place to get the new Yo Cream. Yogurts, only creamier with lots of toppings, and the new Boba Bursts, a new experience in eating ice cream. They also serve all of Central Utah with bulk fuel, oil, and lube delivery, whether in the drum or bucket. Visit Sanpete Valley Conoco at the junction of highways in Moroni.
State Farm Insurance and Financial Services is your best choice for dependable insurance coverage and finance options. Local agent Danny Dykes in Moroni offers all types of insurance, as well as State Farm Financial Services, where you're able to finance your dreams through State Farm Bank. State Farm also offers the Pocket Agent app for smartphones and the new Drive Safe and Save discount. Visit your local State Farm Insurance and Financial Services office in Moroni. Phone 800-347-8601. That's 800-347-8601. Kickoff coming up for the Morgan Trojans in this fourth quarter. Comfortable lead for them now, and into the end zone. Comes out to the 20-yard line, and that's where North Sanpete will take over. Our post-game show from Sunrise Engineering. And to name our players of the game for the North Sanpete Hawks tonight. And they serve clients in Utah, Idaho, Wyoming, and Arizona for over 30 years. It's Sunrise Engineering presenting those post-game stats and our summary. Take a look at those brackets for you as well. There are some 4A, 5A games going on too, that setting the brackets on those. We won't have those tonight. We're going to work with 1A, 2A, 3A. So up from the 20-yard line for the Hawks, and they'll be up under center. Pass it to the left flat at the 18-yard line and get out to about the 24-yard line. So that's be a pickup of almost 5. They almost mark it to the 25. So 5-yard gain. Second down.
Trent Seeley on the catch for the Hawks, and Trent, a senior, but a very fine football player.
And head lineman stepping in to blow a whistle, stop play for a moment here. North Sanpete sending trips receivers to the right-hand side, inside of Seeley. Goes over to talk to the head official. I have a committee meeting here. If they're discussing Obamacare, they're going to be out there a long time to try to sort through that thing. Oh, some fan somewhere blowing a horn during the play. Maybe it's just my friend down there blowing his nose. Got that real crucial thing taken care of here, folks. Ready to go now. Second down. You know, Colorado Buffaloes had that buffalo. One time they stopped play because of some noise. They found out it was the buffalo. Now, 5-yard mark off against North Sanpete. Puts them back to the 20-yard line. Second down and 10. So went that first down play, went out of the books here. Quarterback under center. 7-yard drop for the tailback, bring motion left to right. Try to overload right-hand side. It's an option, and Applegarth's going to go down. Pick up about a yard. It was an option for him to throw or run, but the longer you string that out, the defense just pursues you to the sideline. So, you know, timing on making a decision, and that's so tough. Toughest thing in football, especially for younger players.
Brings up a 3rd down and 9.
So they come a 3rd down and 9 now. Hawks will send trip receivers to the left. Lee in the pocket. He's had time all night long. Going to roll to the right-hand side, create space, dump it across the middle, has it complete. Trying to, and the ball pops loose. And I think North Sanpete's recovered, but it's going to be short of a 1st down.
Going to be a couple of yards, 3 yards short of a 1st down right there as
Caleb Bailey pouncing on that thing. Caleb will be back next year. That line play. So at the 27-yard line. And it'll be the 4th and 3. Shotgun set here. And keeping Applegarth in. Quarterback will roll it to himself. He can keep the 1st down. He can get the 1st down. Should go out of bounds. He should have tried to get out of bounds, stop the clock here. But
they tried to run over the Trojan and found that they were a little bit hard.
So he got the 1st down to the 35, an 8-yard gain there. They'll have the 1st down from the right hash mark for the Hawks, and the clock running at 3:34. Stop the clock to set the chains, and they're ready to go again. Shotgun. Applegarth stays in and now releases out into the flat. Across the middle. Nice snag and grab. Inside the 40-yard line. Hadley again. Robert, I think we've got our player of the game.
Hadley's done a super job.
Along,
he has really played his heart out there and just a fantastic young man.
So they get right there. 23-yard gain on a 1st down pass. 1st down converting pass. Pulling it down. Lee back to the inside. Inside the 30. Fumbles the football. Picked up by the Morgan Trojans. Breaking out of a tackle on the sideline. Finally taken down. Got to tuck the ball away. He forgot to do the basic thing and tuck it away, and he coughed it up on a fumble after he'd gotten down to about the 30-yard line. He was going to be not that far away from a 1st down, and they had several downs to convert it, but all for naught as he fumbled it.
You know, struggling for those extra yards right there. You've got to secure the football or the extra yards don't do you one bit of good.
So Morgan will take over at the 50-yard line after that turnover. Ball wide side, right hash, wide side is left offensively for Morgan in consequential at this point, and the knee went down at the 48. They're going to give him forward progress almost to the 49 on the carry. Breshears again. So that's a loss of a yard.
North Sanpete has played really some great basic defense along the line of scrimmage. They have been very, very tough. You know, once again, it's the big plays that has destroyed North Sanpete.
2nd down and 11. Morgan will work the clock here at the 2:30 mark and leading by 3 scores. I knew that knee went down to 48, but they didn't mark it there. Okay. Right-hand side, carry of about 3 for the Trojans on that one, and they'll stop the clock right here after the 3-yard gain. So a timeout at 2:18 mark. We'll take a 60-second break as well.
Terry R. Brothers in Excavating and TRB Rock Products offers aggregate products for any of your road construction needs, including road base and a selection of crushed rock products. TRB Rock Products also has landscaping products, topsoil, reject sand, and an eye-catching red landscaping rock. They also do commercial and residential construction, basements, water lines, sewer lines, septic tanks, and perk tests. Get a free estimate at 462-3954. TRB Rock Products, a proud supporter of North Sanpete Athletics.
Have you heard? Central Valley Medical Center is now providing orthopedic surgery. That's right, Dr. Joel Holman is a full-time orthopedic surgeon practicing in Nephi. You no longer need to drive to the Wasatch Front for hip replacement, knee replacement, fracture care, hand surgery, and general orthopedic care. Dr. Holman completed a residency in general orthopedics and a fellowship in hand surgery at the U of U and sees patients in the Nephi Medical Clinic inside Central Valley Medical Center. Call 435-623-3633, 623-3633.
Counterplay on a 3rd down and 8. And a yard or 2 pickup on that one will bring up, well, they give him forward progress clear to the 45, so it'll be at the 45 here and 4th down for the Morgan Trojans at the 2-minute mark. Punt team comes on for Morgan. We'll have our post-game show coming up, presented by Sunrise Engineering, working to improve your community, and you can see how at sunrise-eng.com. Saturday night under the lights, timeout on the field. We'll take this 30-second break.
The mayor, city council, and residents in the cities of Mount Pleasant, Fairview, and Moroni wish the North Sanpete Hawks the best of luck this season. The entire community is proud to support North Sanpete High School in preparing the future leaders of Sanpete County. They're committed to ensuring that area youth are provided the best opportunities to learn the important lessons of life through academics and athletic competition. Good luck to the players, coaches, faculty, staff, and student body from the cities of Fairview, Moroni, and Mount Pleasant.
43-22, Morgan leading, and at the 2-minute mark, a 4th down punt situation for the Morgan Trojans. Well, the one thing that could maybe spark something for North Sanpete would be to get a punt return here for a touchdown. Then an onside kick. I might be in dreamland, but I'm trying to figure any possible way that you might could do something. If you couldn't block a punt, then the next best thing is to get the return. Kind of a shanky punk, and he kept it away from the return man, so they weren't going to let him have a return, and that's smart. Goes out of bounds around the 21-yard line. That's where North Sanpete's going to take over.
They need a 79-yard play right here and a 2-point conversion, and then do it again.
So they'll go from the 21-yard line for the Hawks, trying to play this one out. Post-game show, we'll take a look at our brackets. We'll have that. Sunrise Engineering tournament summary. Quick look at some stats, name our players of the game tonight. All coming up on our post-game show. Wide side of the field to the right as they go left to right. North to south. Pocket throwing long. It's kind of a flutter ball. And broken up. That's really Trent Seeley turning into a defensive back there.
You know, if he doesn't have that courage to come back and get a hand on that ball and maybe tip it to himself, but not allow the defender to intercept it. And Big Larson was the guy in coverage right there, so he's not any frail little defensive back. You know, he did a great job to get his hand on that ball and prevent Larson from intercepting it.
They're playing the corners off pretty far now.
Mm-hmm.
Safety down 15, 17 yards. Corners are off 8 and 9. And they're pedaling deep. And they'll play deep. And it's intercepted. Larson read that one from the get-go. Out the 50-yard line. Takes the knee.
You know, and he's really wise right there.
Yep.
Why go hurt yourself on a last minute play?
Game.
He does. He's got a state championship to play in, and he wisely took a knee right there and saved my best for another day.
So the ball will be at the 49 with a 1:38 remaining.
I mean, I would really
pull him out of the game.
I would. I'd take him out of the game right here. He's your horse, you know. Why you risk something here? The game's over. You got a 1:38. Put your freshman in. You know, save your kids for next week.
At the 49, he does remain in the ballgame. They've still got their
They've still got
first team offense out there.
They do.
Long count, encroachment, 5-yard mark off North Sanpete. Well, the ball will be down to the 47-yard line now. Almost to the 46, kind of between them, just almost to the 46-yard line. First down. North Sanpete. Good defensive tries tonight. Gave up some big plays we talked about. They're going to give it to Larson. He goes to the outside and cuts inside. Pickup of about 4 yards on that one. That's going to bring second down up. 43-22 on the scoreboard now. Larson got to show a little bit of his shiftiness right there. The kid can.
Well, he's strong. He's really got strong legs, and you know, he plants that foot and comes back the other way. He is strong.
And he keeps his balance over his feet enough that
he doesn't
get to slipping and sliding. Clock running at just outside of a minute. Well, it's going to wrap up the North Sanpete football coverage. Appreciate all of our sponsors that we've had this year in our coverage of North Sanpete. Sanpete Valley Conoco, State Farm Insurance, Danny Dykes, Terry Brothers Excavating, Central Valley Medical Center, Mount Pleasant, Fairview and Moroni, MKJ Construction, Skyline Motorsports, Cache Valley Bank, Terrell's Marketplace, Beck's Home Furnishing, Sanpete Valley Hospital, Jones and Mill Engineering, Ecolife, Skyline Pharmacy, Snow College, the pregame show, New Charter University, the halftime show, and Sunrise Engineering, the postgame show. And Centricom Channel 10, our partners along the way here and tonight as well in this broadcast. KMTI and Centricom. That'll be it. Final score is going to be at 43-22. Favor of the Morgan Trojans. They will advance to the state championship game to take on the Juan Diego Soaring Eagle. We'll be back with our post-game coverage coming up here in 2 minutes.
MKJ Construction has been serving Central Utah and the surrounding area for over 30 years. Whether you have a project as large as a new road or water line or as intricate as a decorative landscape feature, we have the experience and equipment to complete any size project. We also deliver sand, gravel, road base, topsoil, and landscaping boulders. Call MKJ Construction at 427-9299, 427-9299, and see what we can do for you.
Hi, I'm Mark Huntsman, Senior Vice President of Sunrise Engineering. I would like to thank all of our loyal clients and employees who have contributed to the success of our company. Sunrise Engineering has been recently recognized nationally in the top 500 engineering firms and as a recipient of the National Client Satisfaction Award 5 years in a row. We are presently expanding at Sunrise and are looking to add engineers, surveyors, and other support staff. To join our team, visit our website or call Sunrise Engineering at 800-560-6151.
When you're looking for the most exceptional value in an ATV side-by-side, look no further than your local Kimco dealer, Skyline Motorsports. John Lee and his crew at Skyline Motorsports know the area and the people living here and want to remain friends long after the deal is done. Plus, you don't want to spend another winter shoveling snow, do you? All Kimco side-by-sides can be fit with a snowplow. And Skyline Motorsports is your headquarters for small engine repair, ATVs, chainsaws, snowblowers, lawnmowers. Hey, if it's got a small engine, LeVar can fix it. Check it all out at Skyline Motorsports, south of Fairview on Highway 89.
Vince Lombardi once said, "The measure of who we are is what we do with what we have." The quote rings true whether applied to our country, our schools, our homes, or on the field of play. We applaud our student athletes for their hard work and determination on the field and in the classroom. Brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, promoting excellence in sports and education. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com. That's sunrise-eng.com.
If not, we can go to foul.
It's our post-game show presented by Sunrise Engineering, promoting athletic and academic excellence. Visit them at sunrise-eng.com. Let's go to the brackets. That's the first thing we'll do here on our post-game show. The 3A championship will be at 4 o'clock Saturday, Weber State, and that'll be Juan Diego and Morgan. Juan Diego, UAP 28-13. Tonight, Morgan over North Sanpete, 43-22. In the 1A bracket, it'll be Kanab and Diamond Ranch. Diamond Ranch has just gotten stronger and stronger. They haven't allowed a touchdown in the playoffs. 56-0 over Layton Christian. They defeated Rich, which is not a shabby team. They defeated them 34-0. And Kanab edged Duchesne 16-14, which reversed earlier in the season they had lost, but that was up in Duchesne. Different. I'm telling you, when you play in Duchesne, it's different than on a neutral field.
Yes, it is.
Okay. And so Kanab and Diamond Ranch in the championship at 1:30. And then in 2A, it'll be South Summit and Beaver. South Summit manhandled San Juan today, 47-23. Beaver defeated North Summit 14-6. So they will play 11 o'clock for the 2A championship Saturday at Weber State. And in the